Beautiful. Big boy.
Sing with rock and roll. Oh, baby, it was a good time. Patty, not a chance you're going out this time of night. Come on, kid. Come on. The funny and the good times. A singer and a rock and roll. And I love you. And I love you. I don't really know that song. My baby likes to rock and roll. Wow! Rockin' and rollin' all day long. Ah! Oh, big boy, did I scare you with my singing? Big boy was there. Hey, Gatford. You just missed Big Boy. You just missed Big Boy. Here is Lucky. Hello, Lux. Gotta move you, darling. Gotta move you, my little girl. It's the comfiest chair in the house. Evening, Jim. Evening, Gatford. Debs. James. James, nice to see you. Lance. Claire, Deb. Come on, Pat Pats. What is that? What are you wet with? No. That is not good. Matty, Nelly, Clear Sky, Paddy, Rob, Stream, Dave, Rob. Look, we're just starting early because we're going to finish a little bit early because it's college. It's college tomorrow. So we like to finish. Oh shit, where's that gone? We just watched episode 1, season 2, episode 1, Bret Michaels' Rock of Love. So much to talk about in that show. So much to talk about. I'm still not back into my Twitch account on the computer, but I think we're getting there. Hey Paula, Big Boy is here. Big Boy's here. You might see him. Hang on a minute. Just stay there for a second. I just want to see if I've got the other camera set up. Here we go. You can see Big Boy. He's in this room. Hang on. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. You just missed him. Balls. I didn't get the camera out. That's my fault. But Big Boy was there.
Still there.
Where?
Oh no, that's Lux.
That's Lux. That's Lux. Thank you. There's a season 2, Dave. There's a season 3. But we did episode 1, season 2 today. We're just getting started. This isn't the show proper.
Turn your lights off.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Do you want to turn your lights on?
Yeah. From yours?
Yeah. A good time. Talk about a rock and roll. Let's talk about a rock and roll.
A rock and roll what?
Christmas. Another Christmas rock and roll. Oh no, the person who we raided last night ended it after 5 minutes because of the comments. Who did we raid last night?
It was a young woman who's DJing, although she did drop the N-bomb.
She was playing the N-bomb. She was doing the N-bomb. She was going to log off anyway, was she?
Okay. As long as we didn't...
Well, we can talk about it a bit. Yes, the stream ended very suddenly last night.
Sorry, everyone.
Because the keyboard was damaged by water.
Sorry, everyone. Apologies.
So, got a new keyboard. Basically, some of the buttons got wet, but look what this one can do.
Oh,
Ba-bow, 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 ba-bow. Boo! Ba-bow, 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 ba-bow. The
excellent.
keyboard was damaged by water. Luckily, I had a spare Corsair gaming, top-of-the-range gaming keyboard. And I tried the other one today. It didn't work. So, boo! It doesn't matter.
I'm really sorry.
But
It's annoying.
also, here's Catherine and I both realise we have default settings. When things like that happen to me, when it is done to me, I get angry. So I got you will see a flash of anger yesterday when I realised it was broken, which is crazy because I knew I had this spare one, which is better than that. I don't like it as much because it's bigger, but I knew I had this spare one in the garage. So I was kind of had this anger thing, and I managed to pull myself away from the anger. And because you have, which I have in reverse, the guilt thing and feeling really sorry.
Well, ashamed of doing something stupid and
Shame.
careless. That's the thing. When I was a kid, I used to knock things over a lot. Or it felt like I did.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it got made a massive deal of.
Yeah.
A massive deal. To the point where if I had this cup of tea at home, there'd be a careful, put that down, put that down.
Before, yeah.
Which, of course, is not going to make me not nervous.
No.
I've got to say that since I moved out of home, I don't really knock stuff over so much.
Isn't that funny? So this the keyboard broke, and that's why the stream ended suddenly because I pressed a key, and what that did was it switched the computer off somehow. So that's why that ended. Perhaps wasn't the greatest raid we'd made anyway, because I'm having to still can't log into Twitch on my PC. I'm having to do it on my lap. Anyway, so perhaps wasn't a great raid. She was DJing, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And we were kind of trying to get that keyboard to work, and we were watching on her stream, on Catherine's computer screen. We heard her play some songs with the M words.
Yeah.
The M word in. And you're saying it wasn't necessarily... you're saying it wasn't necessarily the greatest of streams. Okay, well, I think we've had 1.5 duds in 3 months.
Yeah, and
it's not bad.
It's really hard to judge it on the basis of a sort of 30-second check.
That's not bad. You can't win them all, Matty. We're not going to start the show until we get 1,000 subs tonight.
Nelly said, "Damn, I'm like that with my 6-year-old boy. I should lay off him and put up with mess." Yeah, to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Do you know what I do with my kids when they knock stuff over? Oh, never mind. Let me just do this.
That's what I'm learning to do. I've noticed that I obviously used to have a temper with the boys because they'll be sometimes scared of telling me stuff that isn't a thing. And I said, that's not a thing. And I said, were you scared because of how I used to react to stuff like that? And they said, yeah, we thought you'd be really angry. So I'm really sorry about that. My default setting is to go angry with you. But more often than not, that is wrong. And I'm learning. So call me on it. And we had a thing the other day where my youngest got upset because he spilt Coke on the floor. And it was, I'm at the stage and go, it's not a thing. It's not a thing. If it's an accident, if he's dicking around, then
the only thing I do tell them off about is if they do it and leave it and I find it afterwards. And I go, what, mate, who did this? I'm not terrifying. Tell me it's happened. I can help you clear it up.
By the way, just to say the quiz tomorrow, I have won it already. I'm going to launch a legal challenge if if there is any more scoring that goes on. I have won that quiz. It's a corrupt quiz, but I've still won tomorrow's quiz.
Oh, you reckon?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Busy show tonight, but the show hasn't started. Let's say hello to Blakey Biz Twitch. Captain Zepp is new around these parts. The Smiths Lance Gatters, George's Woman, James Summers, Fax Lady 1980, Richard Alsott, Job Pascal, Lenny 72, Toby A. Gribbin. We got a show tonight. I mean, oh, damn it, we got sent, hang on a minute. Jeff sent us some new titles.
Oh, did he? He sent us, didn't he send us a new
What was it he sent
window?
us? Oh, was it a new window?
I think
didn't
so.
really see what he sent.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
no,
new
he
titles.
sent us new titles.
Beautiful.
Right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I mean, I'm still hoping for some Coochie Club titles, but the week is young.
This keyboard's odd because it's too big. Right, so I'm going to call this new titles.
Thank you, Alex, for your kind comments about my attire.
And we're going to add this. We haven't seen this. There, I'm saying we're setting up a new thing. I'm going to play some adders before we do, because you couldn't hear any of that. Right, so let's go to create a dashboard, and then we will go. I'm putting on so much weight. I've had two tubs of Pringles today. Big old
Two
big old
right.
thing, big old unit. Right,
Tomorrow, I start the.
hang on, we're just getting there. We're just getting there. I want to hear it. So headies at the readies. Can you get the headies?
Yeah, I'm just trying not to flash the lights at the same time. Can you?
I can't really, no. It's all a little bit cramped because I've got a much bigger keyboard, you see, than I'm used to.
They are yours.
I'm going to stuck into there. There we go. There we go. Right, let's see. We did miss off the
So yeah, tomorrow
Thanks, a bit loud, hang on.
I begin the fight back. I've got an online.
I might do one of his classes.
Do it.
Let's get a link up, put it in the chat.
Online yoga class tomorrow I'm doing.
Right, hang on, let's watch this. Sure, Bella. Hang on, we're not ready. We're not ready. What do you think, we're ready? No, we're going to add this. So we're going to sing over the top. Here we go. Yes.
Two lost lambs, old hands, not a man, not a man. Understand, he's daddy's son of Sam, man. Hey, they found the Lord of pain. Dark words overheard, nipple twist, rug burn, demon bird, doom heard, me and Stevie Goose.
Okay, all that's happened is he's changed it to GMT.
Oh, okay.
Not BST, so I don't know why we're bigging him up so much.
It's all groovy.
Don't know why we're bigging him up so much. But let's do it then. Here we go.
Okay.
lost lands, hold hands, not a man, understand. He's the daddy, son of Sam, man, hey. They found the Lord of pain. Dark words overheard, nipple twist, rug burn, demon bird, doom her, me and Stevie Gutenberg, liar. In the wake of fire. Satan can hear us, we are on our way. God just like you are raised today. That's the Akamai way.
People in the chat saying he's still got the times wrong. I just don't know. I don't know what
There's no pleasing you people.
There's no pleasing you pieces of trash. Hello, dear listener. Welcome to the Late Night Alternative, the only phone-in show on Twitch. We are the only one. We are the best because we're the only one. He's got someone saying it's 4 p.m. there in Florida. Pop AZ, hey, Mugger Harris is here.
Excellent.
Thank you for the sub, Dan. Thank you for the sub, Dan. Oh, Dan, I want to know.
Here we go.
Where do you go? When I'm walking down the street at night, looking kinda like I wanna fight. I'm a man of love, I'm a man of peace. Whoa. I see a portal to another world. I fall in love with a blind girl. I wanna know, where does Dan go? Mugger Harris Dan, you are a man. Got the love in your heart, got the love in your eyes for life. Ooh. That isn't bad, actually, is it? That is actually not bad.
It was.
That is actually not bad.
It was.
That's not bad. How is that bad?
I never said it was bad. I just said it was.
Dan, you're an artist, more so than her. How was that bad?
I never said it was bad. I just said it was.
I think I know where the light needs to go.
Tell me.
May I try?
Please. It's so very difficult to do it before we go on stream and I can check in the... Go on, where?
I got much of a cable here.
Whoa, mate.
That's all good. Oh. There.
Well, now we can't see any of the swirling vortex.
Oh, well, you can get the swirling vortex. Oh, right.
No.
Well, the height hasn't changed of the swirling vortex. The swirling vortex height
There it
is
is,
the same.
there it is, there it is.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, look.
But now it's over the painting,
No,
you can't really see
the
it.
Picture, the shot stops here, right? You
Yeah.
don't go any further than here.
I can see you,
So
yeah.
any green stars there on that curtain are lost. What's been annoying me is there are no green stars here. So this sticks out like a sore thumb. So there has to be a way.
I'm more bothered about being able to see the colours, to be honest.
All right, fine. There you go. There's the colours.
Where?
There.
Okay.
I'm right. I'm right. I'm right. Pats, get off my fucking chair, love. Am I right?
No, you've knocked it now.
Because these cables. How short are these bloody cables?
I never had a problem with it, but
Sorry? What did you say?
nothing.
No, seriously, what did you say?
I said I never had a problem with it. Now you've moved it over that side.
No, because the cables are too short. So you can't stretch anything out. Tomorrow, honestly, because this really annoys me that this is white. This is white. This should be green. This is what we want.
Be careful with that laser, please.
Look into it. Look into the laser. But I want this here.
Behind you, yeah, okay. It's all about you.
Anyway, it's just an idea. Why can you work with such short cables?
I was making it work, but you had to mess with it.
You fucking do that.
Can I?
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'll put it how it was.
No, honestly, this really annoys me here, this white bit.
Fine. But
We
that's
need to
too
get-
high now.
No, I know, because I can't do it, because the cable's too short. But we need to... Okay, right. Well, I didn't know that. But we need to... Look, you see that whole curtain is wasted? Because we're not seeing it.
It's not going to go there because that's the wall.
No, but this bit looks shit. This bit looks so shit with the white door.
Better?
No, you've gone too far because it can... You see...
Putting it on the door, that's fine.
No. It's not a case of putting it on the door. I'm just saying that you are wasting a lot of it on that curtain because you don't see it. When you see... What you see is the corner of that... There, that's it.
Okay.
You can still see the swirl.
Yeah.
It's still not on the door, is it?
No, that's exactly what I mean. If I put it on the door, look, that's how it goes on the door.
No, but I'm not saying you have to put it completely on the door. I just want to catch a bit of it. I think if you came further back, you'd have a wider... what you need to do is you need to go right, but you can't do it because the cable's too small.
Okay.
Okay, but then you can't do these lights. This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Just tell me when you're happy.
Okay, well it needs to go right back against against the stairs.
Does it?
Yeah, because then you get wider thing. There we go. Now we're on the door.
It's fine. It's not right back against the stairs and the things are still there.
But I'm saying if you go back against the stairs, could we try that? Is that possible to try that? These lights, it won't work because these lights are now not in their place. They have to move here. See, because the cables, I didn't realise the cables were so short. That is the thing. That is the thing. We need longer cables. Does it matter? Yes, it matters. God damn it. It matters. God damn it. Mirrors, you're right. Don't worry about it now.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay, well, what I meant was by don't worry about it was
Leave
don't
it
be
alone.
concerned with it now.
That's fine. It's done.
Well, it's not because that's not in the right place. It needs to come over. And also, it doesn't. It's not. It doesn't work. Anyway.
No.
We got cats. We got cats. We got cats.
Do you know what? Here's another way of doing it.
Here we go. This is it. This is thinking. This is thinking going on. Thinking.
Bloody Nora.
All we need is another extension lead. No, but all I'm saying is, all we need to get that extra length is another extension lead.
Perfect as it is now.
No, none of them are on.
It is.
We're not getting an Amazon wish list, Lily. I didn't start it, Alex. Well, I didn't start it. I didn't buy it.
There.
It needs to cut, but now you've lost. I don't know where, because you're in the way a little bit, so I can't see where it goes. Okay, yeah, so you want to turn it to the left a bit. You can't see anything that's on that wall. You can't see that wall.
Okay.
There we go. We got it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Look, he's sitting in my chair.
That's it. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to. Don't eat the headphone cable, please, young lady. If you want to give us a call, you'd be very welcome to. Here we go. We've got a first cab off the rank. Good evening, Stuart. Turn off your Twitch stream, please. Turn off your Twitch stream, please. There we go.
All right, it's done. How's it going?
It's good. Why are you so distorted? Are you speaking through like a cardboard box or something?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okie dokie. Hey, man, what can we do for you?
Ian, can I ask you some nerdy questions about something? It's going to sound a bit daft, but...
Okie dokie. This is what we're here for.
You're from Slough, aren't you?
Yes?
Right, well, so am I. I'm from that sort of general area. I'm from... Well, I don't live there now, but I'm originally from Ivor Heath.
Ivor Heath isn't Slough, for God's sakes, man.
Well, it's right next to it, isn't it?
Oh,
It's next to it. Shut up, Lino. Can we time Lino out for 60 seconds? Yeah, anyway, go on.
Yeah. Do you remember, right, years and years ago, do you remember the Granada Cinema that was in
Of course I did.
Slough?
I went and saw The Empire Strikes Back there. I went and saw Popeye. I went and saw The Devil and Max Devlin. I went and saw Octopussy, and the first film I ever saw there on my own was, I think it's Police Academy 2, the one where the guy gets his fingers stuck in his hair in the shower. So yes, I remember it very well. Yeah, you used to queue outside, and they had holes in the pavement, and I think they had 3 screens, and they would come and put a stick with a sign in the hole saying queue here for screen 1, queue here for screen 2. Yeah, it was lovely.
The reason I'm asking
yes
is reason I'm asking is my actual first ever memory is of the Granada Cinema in Slough.
There you go. Let's have it.
I tried calling in a couple of times last night. When that guy rang in talking about sort of his grief at the loss of his parents, you know, and I know that you and I have spoken about that.
My sister's just reminded me about something about the cinema, but we'll get there in a second when we're not talking about dead parents. Because it's slightly inappropriate, but well, maybe it's not inappropriate, but we'll get there in a second.
I don't know if it's inappropriate, you know what I mean? But now, my first ever memory, and when that guy last night was saying that he sort of had kind of a bit of trouble expressing himself emotionally, you said something about watching ET and allowing the feelings of.
Yes.
Do you remember saying that?
I do remember saying that. I watched ET at home on a bootleg, a pirate video, and it had a big scene missing. But yes, I do. Yes, because it's I think sometimes we need crying is good, and sometimes you need like a little thing to just help you to cry, and then you can attribute it to anything you want.
Well, my first memory of the Granada Cinema is being taken to see ET there.
Oh.
And my mum took me, my older brother, and my cousin. And my dad was working abroad at the time, and when he came back for a visit, he wanted to see it because the film was absolutely everywhere. So sort of he took me and my brother again. And when he went back over to work overseas, he bought us both a BMX each. And and sort of my memories of it are really, really vague, but it's sort of. As you know, I
remember it having big stairs in it. I remember it being red inside. I remember it having big stairs, and there was a concessions counter. And as you went in on the right, I remember they had a poster of Scanners there for a long, long time because that used to scare the hell out of me.
You can remember far more of it than I can. All I can remember is I think the curtains in front of the screen, and I think there was a big. I think there might have been a big poster that poster might have been there.
It would have been there at some point for that. Here's the thing. This is what my sister reminded me. Do you know what was next door to it?
Go on.
It was a cafe. And so next door to it was a tiny little cafe. But there was a little side street, little alleyway, that went down in between the Granada and the cafe, and a little sign pointing to a shop that was behind the cafe, owned by the cafe owners. Do you remember what that shop was?
No idea, mate. I moved out of there when I was 4.
Cupid's Marital Aids. There was a sign that said Cupid's Marital Aids. There's now actually a proper, legit sex shop in there. I never went to Cupid's Marital Aids. My friend Malcolm Richmond did when he was about 14, 15. He went in there. You say, we were horny boys. He went in there and said it was great. Yeah, it's full of dildos and things like that. So yeah, it's but yeah, the Granada was great. Do you remember the Fulcrum?
I don't remember anything, but the reason I bring it up is my first memory sort of being taken to see ET there,
Love
and I sort of had a bit of a moment Monday night because I've sort of, you might sort of, some people find this a bit sad. I quite like it, but one of my hobbies is I'm a bit of a movie buff. You know what I mean? Right.
Or a poster buff.
I'm a bit of
can't tell which.
I'm a bit of a movie buff, and I've got this sort of thing about seeing old films at the cinema.
Yeah.
I'm always looking out for a showing of something old, and I've taken my youngest kid to loads of them. Well, on Monday night, I managed to take her to a screening of E.T.
Oh.
It was at the Everyman Cinema in Walton.
Yep. Love a bit of the Everyman. I haven't been to that one. I've been to Everyman Cinemas, and they're the ones with the sofas, and they deliver food to you while you're watching the movie. It's great.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? That's never happened to me before, but it's sort of it really stirred up some memories. You know what I mean? Because that wasn't the only time. In 2002, E.T. got, I don't know if anyone knows this, E.T. got re-released for its 20th anniversary, and it was the controversial new version, which had
they got rid of all the cigarettes and guns and replaced it with torches. It was guns, was it? And replaced it with torches.
Yeah. And even though I was like 20 odd, my parents took me to see it back then as well.
Beautiful.
20 years later.
Magic.
Yeah, and on Monday night, I took my kid to see it, and it was the original version from '82, which had the guns back, man, and it's sort of, I was, ever since doing that, there's just still this feeling of like, I don't know, torch being passed maybe or something.
Yeah, it's good. It's good when our kids don't always enjoy the same things that we liked and don't always get the sentiment that we like, but when they do, it's a joy. You know, I had a great joy taking my boys 2 years ago to see the Beach Boys at the Royal Albert Hall. It was magic, absolute magic. And first song was Surfing Safari, and my youngest kid knew all the words. He was up and dancing. Wonderful.
And I've taken both my kids to see Toto, believe it or not.
Oh, Africa.
On 2 separate occasions.
Yeah, there you go. It's nice passing all that stuff along.
Yeah, I know, but it was just I sort of had a little look up to the sky and thought, oh, Mum and Dad, if you could see me now. And
that's what it's all about, man. It's life.
You know, and I told my daughter on the way out, and she loved the movie. She thought it was amazing. And sort of holding her hand and walking along. And I sort of told her, you know, that when I was little, my parents took me to see it. And I said to her, look, I know it's a bit early to say this now, but when you're older and you got married and you have kids, if there's a screening of this, promise you'll take your kids to see it. You know, keep it going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nice one. Thank you, Stu.
Man. I just wanted... Sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say thank you for sharing that memory, and it's nice to see you looking a little bit happier than the last time we spoke.
Thank you. I won't ruin it with a cheesy joke.
Get out of here.
Jokes, man.
Right, let's get this.
He's wrong.
Hang on a minute.
Can't see the.
Hang on. Are we okay? Because we were we were rising a little bit. We were rising a little bit.
It's fine. I'm more frustrated with the thing than I am with anything else.
Okay. Do you want a hug? Come on in.
What for?
Because it was rising a little bit, and there's no point in it rising over a light.
I know, but I just want to get it right.
Have a hug.
I'll have a hug, but it's not. I'm not angry with you.
You don't want a hug. I don't want to hug somebody. I don't want to hug somebody that doesn't want to. I don't want to hug.
Let me fix it first.
Okay.
But don't get frustrated with me.
You were getting frustrated with me.
The way I want it.
You were getting frustrated with me. Put it back. Don't worry about this door. Ignore me. Put it back the way it was, because I don't.
Because otherwise you can't see what colours. The colours are a bit.
The colours are beautiful, aren't they? Don't worry about the door. Don't worry about this door. Have it how you would know. Okay, well, I don't want it on the door now. I don't want it on the door. No.
You're having it on the door.
I don't want it on the door.
No.
I don't want it on the door. Gatford, can we time Gatford out?
What's he saying?
Biden wins Michigan.
Oh.
Gatford!
Don't bring that trash in here.
We don't want that trash in here. This is a fantasy world, an escape from the reality.
Yeah. Yes.
You don't want a hug?
Go on.
I don't want a hug, though, because you
now
don't want it.
Now it's getting weird over hugs.
I don't want it because you don't want it. I want to hug someone who wants to hug.
Come on.
You don't want a hug.
Come on.
You don't want a hug.
Come on, big fella.
No.
Now
you're saying I'm fat.
No,
wow.
I'm saying you're taller than me.
Wow.
Come here.
I don't want to hug someone that doesn't want to hug me.
Well, I'm not going to force myself on you.
Okay, good. My best mate doesn't want to hug me. Unbelievable.
I'm up for it now. Now the work is done.
Oh, she's up for it now. Okay, right. Well, now Daddy's tired.
Oh, are we going to do the phone in?
In a minute. We've got calls. Yes, Alistair.
I'd have a hug if we were in the same room.
I wouldn't, because you're not in my bubble.
Oh.
You're not in my bubble. You're not in my bubble.
No.
I'm a stickler for the rules. I was really reading the rules today to make sure that after midnight she's allowed round here to do this show, and I could not find any loopholes that would allow me to tell her not to come around.
Her? I mean,
What do you mean? All right, sorry. I could not find any loopholes that would allow me to tell she that she was not allowed round.
I don't like the tone of this. I don't like the tone
Well,
of this.
no, Catherine's got to be round because she's a vital part of the show.
Well, no, exactly. I was doing a joke. I was checking today that she's allowed round, and she is allowed round. Because the wording is, you can only go to work if you cannot work elsewhere. If you cannot work at home. But then she's my bubble, so she's allowed round for the bubble. And then I misread the bubble that said you can't. I thought it said you can't be near people in the bubble, but you can be near people in the bubble.
Otherwise, it's not a bubble, is it?
Okay.
It's more of a tube.
Tube.
Toothpaste.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
But, I mean,
Alistair.
I've been confused about support bubbles myself because I go to 2 AA meetings. So is that 2 bubbles, or can I go to one support group and then the other?
Groups, no, support groups do not count. I heard someone talking on LBC as I drove over this evening, saying that there is an exemption for support groups. I think you can't have more than 13 people or something, but your group will surely moderate that.
There you go. I don't know about that because I've not looked into that, but there you go.
Good. Anyway, I'm out for some advice, but I don't think you may not be allowed to give me advice.
We can give you advice.
Catherine.
Is it about medicine? Because we can do that.
No, it's about the special night. What is it? We're all going to do acts night. Performance
We're all
night.
going to do act night.
Dear God, man. Have you spoken... Is English not your first language?
I'm a bit confused at the moment.
Right, Catherine, would you like to explain him about the late night alternative performance ring talent show on November the 18th?
Or, subtitle, we're all going to do act night. So what we need to do is... People can turn up on the night, absolutely no problem. It would be quite nice if we knew we had a certain lineup already. So if you know you're going to do it, get in touch with us and let us know.
We've had 3 people enter so far.
Yeah, so far. I mean, and they might be it for all we know. But there will be a cash prize, and so far the prize pot is about
£401 and 1 penny.
Yeah. So, and the viewers will decide. So,
and I'm going to enter singing Son chant l'amour.
Rat-ta-ta-ta-ta.
Sod of l'amour.
Sod of l'amour.
Each time I cry. Rat-ta-ta-ta-ta. That's going to be my entry.
That'll be good, won't it?
Yeah.
Alistair.
It's a winner. Thing is, I've got 2 pieces I've been working on, and I'm not sure which one to go with, which one to produce on the night.
Why don't you ask your manager?
Oh, well, I haven't got a manager.
Well, okay. Well, why don't you ask 2 of the judges?
Okay, can I ask Catherine?
Yes.
Well, I don't know whether this is an unfair advantage. We could be seen as coaching.
Coaching.
Yes,
If he wins, he gives us 10% each.
Yeah.
Again, that could be seen as naughty.
Yeah, well, it's going to involve my organ, which I've been getting out a bit more to practice on recently.
Jesus.
And I've got 2 pieces of music.
Okay.
One is a well-known song. Which
I should think you should play the one.
Go with the hits. Don't go with the new
What's the
stuff.
song? Do you remember 3 Counties? Some guy phoned up and said, I'm going to learn the piano. What should I learn? And we told him to learn a song, and a week later he phoned up and played it.
Yes.
What was it?
Da-da-ding-ding-ding, da-da-ding-ding-ding. Bruce Hornsby in the Range, The Way It Is.
That's it. Is one of them The Way It Is?
No, one of it is an Elton John song.
Yep. Is it I'm Still Standing?
No, your song.
My song? What song? What?
It's a little bit funny.
Funny. You bloody bastard.
Or
the alternative is me doing what I've called Big
balloon dance.
Owls. No, Big Owls. Tangerine Dream Like. Made up on the spot
You know the answer. You know the answer to the question, Alistair. You know the answer. You know the answer.
Yeah, look within.
Yeah, probably
listening.
the more
Steven Spielberg could be
recognisable
listening. Mickey Most
better.
might be listening. Brian Epstein might be listening. You just don't know. You're going to fall down there, Pat. I'm not holding you. Jesus.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Okay.
Anyway.
Lino says let him do both. Not a chance.
If you win, you can do a little lap of honour.
Well, I certainly could do with the money.
Well,
no, goodbye, sobs. Oh,
no sobbies, please.
No sobbies, please. Hang on a minute. You're lucky. Could you move that cup, please? Because I've got to plug this in. There's a loose connection. We've got to
I think that you'll get a lot of entries on the night.
The what?
A lot of entries are going to, people will ring in with their act or whatever they want to do, won't they?
But they might not.
I hope so, because then I think it'll enhance the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise it will be no show.
We'll have a lot of thinking time, won't we?
Right, I can cut you off now because I fixed that monitor.
Goodbye. That's just the way it is.
There we go. This is what's been causing the problems.
Hey, Patty Boom Boom.
Oh, we missed. Did we just miss a call there? Something's not quite. Look at this fat belly. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you'd be very welcome. Let's just zoom in on the cat. Patty. Cat nervous swallow. Patty.
She's like, I didn't want to be on this. I've said, don't put me on camera.
Patty.
It's like when you film your mum with the camcorder. Will you stop it? You're wasting film.
Come on,
will you stop it? No, I'm not. I don't want to be on it. I don't want to be on it.
Any Big Boys news? Yeah, you missed him. He was here earlier. You missed him.
She's got on my lap.
He was here earlier on. Unknown person calling in. It's never going to happen, so I'd get over it.
I'm afraid you've shot your bolt there, friend.
The stream title is still Uno Sexy Driving with Boobs. There's not really a lot I can do to change that because I'm kind of logged out. I don't know if any of the mods can change that. It just doesn't feel like the show is taking today. It doesn't feel like it's taking. So, what's the phone in?
Yes or no?
Call me now. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number.
That's what all the radio stations have been doing today, yes or no?
What was the phone in that you texted me without naming the person that did it?
It was, do you want Biden to win?
No, it was...
No, do you want Trump to win or do you want him to lose?
Was that the exact wording of it? Because it was bloody awful.
Yeah. So the answer, of course, is yes. I want either of those things to happen.
It's just terrible. Lazy. Do you hope Donald Trump wins or loses the American election?
Yeah.
That's a phone in. So, 0203 286 6370. Yes or no? Call me now.
Not related to that, just yes or no. What do you reckon? Maybe we can get someone who says yes and someone who says no, and we can put them on together and let them say yes and no at each other. That's what I'm thinking. Not you, unknown person. You can jog on.
Well,
Lee, thanks for giving us a call. What have you got?
Yeah, I hope he loses.
No, that's not the phone in.
It's just yes or no.
Jesus. Go away and think about it. The question
it's very
is...
simple.
It's irrelevant
We're doing
to
that
Trump.
one in the next hour.
It's irrelevant to Trump. The phone in is yes or no. Call me now.
Call me now.
That's it. Let's try again. Let's go to Lee. Hello, Lee.
No.
Thank you very much indeed.
It's an interesting call. Thanks very much for that. For a lot of food for thought.
We got it. Let's go to Pete.
Oh,
hello,
hi.
Pete.
Hi.
Hello, Pete.
Oh, can you? Oh, hi.
Hi. Hello.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Wow, controversial. That's the first yes we've had.
0203 286 6370 is the... Jenna says, can I recite Shakespeare for talent ring? Yeah, of course you can.
Or will you lose all viewers in boredom?
No, it doesn't matter. Let that be our responsibility. Let's go to Lee. Hello, Lee.
Just responding to the earlier call, has he considered yes or maybe no?
Thank you very much indeed for that. Let's
Gosh,
go
right, yes.
to Gatford. Good evening, Gatford.
I've thought about this long and hard. No.
Thank you very much indeed. 0203 286 6370. Jalford, we just missed your call. Please call back.
I always had him down as a yes man.
Yes, I did. 0203 286 6370, or you can Skype TLNA.
No judgment here. We're just asking you yes or no. Call me now.
I was formerly and no. But Pete makes a very good point. I'm a yes now.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's try Jonathan. Good evening, Jonathan. I don't know if you're going to connect with the picture or if you're going to be a bell cheese. Okay, Jonathan. Jesus.
Can't hear you.
Jonathan, we cannot hear you.
So he could be yes or he could be no. We just don't know.
We just don't know. Let's try.
A lot of people reconsidering their opinions tonight, and I appreciate your candour.
Evening, Pete.
Hello. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh,
that is
not the question.
Jesus, these fucking idiots that ruin it for us. Just hung up. No. You don't just hang up. No one hangs up on me, not even myself.
Oh.
Yes or no?
Explain yourself, sir.
No, but with the word don't before it.
Okay, so just say that. Just give me that answer again.
Don't know.
No. Just exactly how you phrased it before, please.
I can't remember what I said.
Did you say no?
I don't think I did I? I was undecided.
Did you say yes?
I don't think so.
Or no? Did you
I
say
wasn't sure.
Did you say you don't know?
I did say that, yeah.
So it's a yes. Okay,
Yes.
it's a yes. We got a yes there.
I mean, sometimes you have to push these people, don't you?
I push him off the edge of a cliff, locked up in the boot of a car.
Very simple, yes or no.
Same with this prick. Hello, Elmo. Yes or no?
Yes.
Wow, very decisive. I like a man who knows his own mind.
We've got a voice.
Dangerous, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Being immutable.
Go on, you take this one.
Hello, James.
Hi. Is there a maybe?
No.
Oh. I need 5 more minutes, please.
Okay, you give us a call back when you made your mind up. Hello, caller. Yes or no?
Hello, I'm not going to apologise. It's yes.
No one's asking you to apologise. I appreciate your candour. Thank
We've got a
you.
voice message here. Let's see what this is.
Well, I thought about it very, very long and hard, and it's a no.
Okay.
It's a no.
It's interesting, isn't it? How
Yeah.
it kind of sways one way, then t'other.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's try Richard. We missed Richard. Let's give Richard a little call back. Hello, Richard. You're on the Late Night Alternative. How can we help you?
I've come to a conclusion, and my conclusion is no.
But, Richard, you say you've come to that conclusion. Have you really looked at the evidence, or is that just coming from the gut?
It's more of a gut feel.
Right, because the evidence would indicate that yes.
No, I think the gut is telling me no, and I like to go with my gut.
Okay, that's a no. No swaying.
I think that some people just are relying purely on instinct with this one, and
We've
they're
got
not weighing things
a
up.
phone call from the status quo here, it says on my screen.
Gosh.
The answer from me is yes.
It's yes from the quo. Thank you very much indeed.
I expected nothing less.
Let's hello, caller.
Hello.
What do you want? Sorry, that was so rude. You'd like to contribute to the phone in. What would you like to say?
It's a no from me.
Thank you very much indeed. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you'd be very, very welcome.
There's a lot of anger tonight, some really, really passionate feelings, and I appreciate the fact that you're coming and bringing that passion to us here on TLNA.
New to this too is saying Ian swaying the vote. This is fraud. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Let's go to this call. Hello, caller.
Hello. What was the question?
Yes or no?
That's not a question.
Well, there's a question mark at the end of it and an upper inflection, so yeah.
Is it yes or is it no? There's two questions.
We haven't got much time. We've got busy lines here, so if you could just answer it.
Well, if the question is, do I want Trump to win the election? The
Donald
answer
Trump is
no.
irrelevant to this conversation. The question is yes or no?
I'm not sure then.
If you had to pick, there's a gun at your head, your kids are going to be drowned, you've got to give us an answer. What would it be?
Oh, that's harsh. That's so harsh. All right, yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. We got there in the
Didn't
end.
take a lot, did it, to
Didn't
push
take
her
a
over
lot
to
at all.
yes?
Yeah, let's try. James, who called in earlier. James, you called in earlier on, you were unsure. You needed 5 minutes. You've had less than that. What did you come up with?
I've had 3.5 minutes, and I've changed my answer to 7.
There's always one, isn't there?
What a prick. Can we block this troll's number, please? Get rid of him. It's gone. Good. Absolute bellend. People like that ruin phone-ins. Divine Author says, is there a genuine question here, Catherine?
Yes, the question is, yes or no?
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you can Skype us from anywhere in the world. TLNA. I've been keeping tabs of the scores, and it's sort of it's about this at the moment. A bit more that way, but it could go that way. 0203 286 6370.
Peter.
Yeah,
Peter Fajita.
I've listened to a lot of very persuasive arguments, and I'd like to change my answer to,
Thank you very much indeed. Yeah. Written down is yeah.
I think that's a yes.
It's
It
a
qualifies as a
It
yes.
qualifies as a yes. Charlie Wolf, we're never going to tell you what the lighting machine is called ever again. We've told you every single
Have a
bloody
look on
day.
my Twitter feed. I've told about 5 people.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. What we're going to do is we're going to run a poll. Today's poll. And this is going to run throughout the show.
Today's poll.
Yes. No. We're going to set that to run for 10 minutes. And the poll has started. So we'll get your votes on that, please.
It's really taking the temperature of the nation tonight, and I appreciate your help with that.
0203 286 6370. Catherine, over to you.
Good evening, caller. Is it yes or no for you?
Is it Ghostbusters 2?
No.
Okay.
0203 286
Is that a no?
6370 is the telephone number. Well, the polls are really taking off. 53% saying yes, and 47% are saying no.
Interesting. I wonder what would have happened if you'd asked this question yesterday.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. You can Skype us, TLNA, anywhere from the world. Let's go to Ryan. Good evening, Ryan.
Hello, Ian and Catherine.
Hello, is it yes or no from you?
It is a yes. My answer is yes.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's go to Jim. Hello, Jim.
Hello. Yeah, I'm ringing. I want to answer on the poll, but I can't remember what answer I gave before.
It's 50-50 on the poll at the moment. 50% are saying yes. It's just changed. 51% are saying yes. Well, just give us your answer now.
But
I tell you what.
followed Pete,
Listen,
but
we
Pete
had
came back
stay
in
there.
and changed his answer.
Okay, Pete, if you could call in again, because we just had someone calling in. I think your original answer was yes, Jim, if I was correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so if we could have someone.
If Pete could call back in, because Pete, I think, had an interesting take on that, and I'd love to. And I know we haven't planned this, Jim, and if you can say. You could say yes or no to this, and this is different from the poll. The question, this is a specific question to you. Would you like to speak to another caller? I'm putting you on the spot here. Would you like to speak on another to another caller?
Yes.
Okay. That, just to clarify, that is the question on
the caller.
On the caller, not on the poll. Okay, so Pete was just called in, and it looks like Pete's got a little bit scared and pussied out like a crybaby bunting. Daddy's gone a hunting.
I think Pete is still making his mind up, like a lot of people in the nation tonight.
Pete is a pussy.
Oh.
And he has not got the balls to speak to. He comes out with these aggressive statements, but then refuses to actually enter into a debate. So I put the challenge down to you now, Peter Dillon Trenchard. I put the challenge down to you now. Do you have the balls? Do you have what it takes? Have you got los cojones to phone up now and speak to someone with a different point of view? Pete has called through. There we go. Pete, you called up. I respect you for that. But I disrespect you in every other way. Pete, say hello to Jim.
Good day. Who's Pete?
Hello. Hi, Pete.
Pete's doing a voice, everyone.
I'm just calling for the competition. Is the answer India?
It says your name on the screen,
It's got
Pete.
your picture on it, Pete.
It's that picture of you with your tube of Pringles that you turned into a, what we call it, a
Fleshlight.
man glove, fleshlight.
A man glove.
Man glove.
And we can hear all the VHS tapes you're surrounded by.
Yeah, and we can hear the despair in your voice.
That much is true.
Just an interesting point here in the chat. Jason WM Gabriel says, I would not say yes, but I certainly would not say no.
Okie dokie. And apparently John Anderson says yes. That's a
Interesting.
joke for all you proggers out there. Jim, what would you like to say to Pete?
I just wanted to find out what his answer was originally, because I said I agreed with Pete, and I can't remember what that was agreeing with.
Was that me, or was that the other Pete?
Oh, we might have the wrong Pete.
Okay, great debate, guys. Thank you for your time. I did put you on the spot there.
And I love the way everyone stayed civil in that, despite the heightened emotions.
I'm mate. I'm calling from Australia, and I think the answer is India.
Okay, he's done that. So he did that joke
double
twice.
Joke, yeah, double
did that
joke
joke
there.
twice, like a
Hello,
nod.
yes, I called a bit earlier and I was a definite no, but due to a very, very persuasive argument by one caller in particular, I am now going for yes.
Do you know what? I appreciate
What
someone.
a boring caller. Bye-bye.
I appreciate someone who recognises that things have changed in their life and they make a U-turn. A lot of people see that as doubling back, but actually I think it's progress.
Well, we're coming to the end of this phone-in.
I'm not in a bad mood.
Okay.
I would not say yes, but I certainly would not say no.
I can see that there might be some trouble with our poll tonight because
Jag think so.
yes 51%, no 49. We really have split the nation on this.
Okay. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. We'll be taking no more calls on the yes/no debate. I think the thing that we've learned tonight is it's just one of those unanswerable questions that we.
Well, some people answered it.
Well, they did, but we may never get a definitive. We couldn't go definitive. What's this that show? This I'm going to go definitive. Millionaire.
Oh,
is it Millionaire?
Is it? I don't know. I've never heard that.
What is the show they show? Are you definitive? I'm going definitive on that. What is that? We won't stop the. Yeah, let's stop the vote now. And if there's any more votes after the vote, then it will.
Do you know what though? I appreciate every single call we've had tonight.
I didn't appreciate any from Pete or from James,
the floating yes and no,
or from Jim,
or
from the Quo, or from anybody else.
Because it sows a seed, doesn't it? A lot of us are undecided, and I think that we've heard some very strong arguments there.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. Gap 1986 says, OMG, I remember seeing you on Channel 4. Back in the day,
Which day? Which day? Which day? Which day?
Final answer. I thought it was definitive. There's this thing where they say definitive. Let's do our sponsors. It's our last week with 34sp.com. There is Roger Moore and the other one. They have got their web hosting here. They got it free for 3 months with the code TLNA. Abacare Specialist Addictions Recovery Clinics. They'll get you clean. You go and stay there. You do therapy. You walk the 12 steps and they test your pee.
Do they?
I don't know if they do, but I would imagine in some places they do.
Gosh.
Poseidon Safety Management, run by Nick,
What,
and
even if
he
you go
really
for gambling?
is a what?
Even if you go for gambling, would they test your wee?
I mean, I don't know if they do there. I don't want to say that they do.
If you ask them, they might.
I do. You can just do. You're doing the others. Can you just do this for us?
It's definitely wee.
Poseidon Safety Management.
Yeah.
Devon and Cornwall. They talk like that. How do you talk in Cornwall? How's it Cornwall? How's it Colonel? You're bloody Colonel. We don't want bloody English here. It's Colonel. Bloody over the dinghies, the bloody English bastards. Bloody bastards. Bloody come here, bloody dinghies, the bloody English bastards.
And then in
bastards.
Devon, they're all right, my lover.
Aren't
they?
Yep.
All right, my lover.
So that's Poseidon Safety Management, Devon and Cornwall, a whole lot safer because of good men
that talk like that.
They talk like that, bad bastards come over here, you bloody dinghy, you bloody English bastards, bugger off home, isn't it? Gregorian Empson Family Law Solicitors, I wouldn't go with them actually.
I would.
Nah, I wouldn't bother.
Why?
0203 286 6370. Tell them you can give us a call, you're very welcome. So we've done that.
Yeah.
What else we got? We got the final, the grand final of Going for Gold. Yeah. Oh, I tell you what's going to look on YouTube. Are there any
the him is on
cover versions, like any, like Travis did "Hit Me Baby One More Time."
Yes,
it's good, their version. I like.
And
Travis.
didn't what's his name do a whole cover of Taylor Swift's album?
I don't know who.
Oh, what was he called? It's a fella that sounds like someone else.
So Going for Gold.
You know this, chat. You know this.
Theme tune cover.
Ryan Adams.
Ryan Reynolds.
Not Brian Adams. He wouldn't do that. He writes his own songs.
So here's the full length Going for Gold theme. So this is the full length version. He was on. It's right. It's time to Oh, this is exciting because normally it's 54 seconds. This is 2 minutes 24. That means there's going to be like a written by Hans Zimmer.
He might take you to the bridge.
It's going to be a funk. I don't really know who Hans Zimmer is, but everyone goes, "Oh, it's written by Hans Zimmer."
Didn't he do Blade Runner? No, that was Vangelis.
No, that was Harrison Ford. What a boring film Blade Runner is. Let's not go there. This means there's going to be like a Lux. What's wrong, darling? Why are you being so?
She was on the
Cuddly
thing.
Wuddlies today. You big boy getting on your nerves. You're so good. You're so good. Big boy, he slept on my bed the other night. This means there's going to be like a funky bit in the middle that we've never heard. By the way, if you want to look, we've got, I got Big Boy here. Big Boy, I got Lucky here. Kath's got,
Patty
Catty.
asleep.
Isn't it lovely that Pat comes and sits with us? It's rare for Lucky to come and sit with me at all. But isn't it?
Oh dear.
Me. Oh, tread on the keyboard. That's all right.
Oh, did you want to sit there?
I was thinking, isn't it lovely that Pat comes and sits with us almost every night for cuddles? She's very cool. Okay, well, Lux is just being a bit weird now there.
She likes to sit in that corner, doesn't she? Lucky, did you want to sit on my knee? Is that what's going on
There's
here?
a cat there, you see, you can't.
So is this jealousy cam?
She's going to just sit there.
I'll move that if you want. Yeah, look. Nice.
Okay, so we're going to get a funky bit in the middle. Can we time Richard Allsorts out, please? He's getting aggressive because of the poll didn't go his way. Here we go. So, this is the full Going for Gold theme. Also, listen to that guy when he sings it, right? Trying to be the best that they can. He's giving it everything, right? He is giving it absolutely... Why can't...
Well, he's trying to be...
Why can't I do... There we go, it's that. This... oh, God, I don't know how this keyboard works. Which one does... That one does. Right, here we go. Trying to be the best that they can. Trying to be the best that they can. To reach for the sky, cause the stakes are so high.
Oh, that's new.
Reach for the sky because the stakes are so high. It's not. It's a trip to the Korean Olympics. They're going for gold. Today I'm going for gold. This is better than the Beach Boys.
So good.
This is better than the Beach Boys.
Making a way in the world gets harder each day. Trying to get where we want to be. That's the toughest thing of all. All we need is a little more getting it right. All we need is a little more sacrifice. Learning more and more what we're striving for when we're going for gold.
I mean, they are taking it quite far out.
You look trying to be the best that they can when they go to the sky where the stakes are so high. We're all going for the can. Reach for the sky where the stakes are so high. We're all going for gold.
Imagine Hans Zimmer going, I'm assuming he talks like this. Yes, it's very good. You know, the stakes are so high. Go higher. Just give it everything you want to be very awesome thing for you to be doing that.
I hear him talking like, I've got a crazy song for you. I think it's going to be kind of groovy.
Who is doing the best Hans Zimmer impression? We've never heard him talking. I'm assuming he's a very arrogant, very, very expressive German.
Is he German or is
What
he
are
Dutch?
you doing?
Crazy Dutchman.
Okay, who is the closest? We're going to find the interview with Hans Zimmer in a minute. But imagine he is going, Vonk says that's exactly how Hans Zimmer talks. It's like he's in the room. It's like the last go too far. We can always bring it back. Go too far, we bring it back. We know what the limit is.
So man, I've got to go. Trying to be the best we can.
And in the studio, Hans Zimmer's going. Knowing that no one would ever hear this for 32 years when some dickheads on Twitch would play it to 828 people. Now, here's the thing. A lot of my set, because the show ended dramatically last night because the computer keyboard was damaged. It's fine, so I pressed the button and it closed down my Windows and it just shut the computer down. And what that meant was none of the stuff that I had in the thing yesterday was saved. So I need to add some of these things again. So we're just gonna go back a little bit. This should have been. Can someone? I haven't got the time or the skills or the inclination. Can someone? I tell you what that would be great with, right?
What?
Hang on a minute. Right. So if you do.
Coochie Club and going for gold. I mean,
maybe we can.
We're trying to avoid it.
Here we go. Maybe we can do it.
Okay.
Here we go. So you got this, right?
You look so tired.
So you got this.
Why don't you go get some sleep?
Right, hang on a minute. So hang on a minute. I think I can make this work. Hang on. Bear with me. This will take some time. Bear with me.
Wrestling Fan 87, Coochie Club for life. True that. I'm with you.
Here we go. Bear with me, guys. This could take some time. Okay, I think we can make this work. Maybe I can't. Okay, that button is there. Right, so we're going to go there. There. It's time for you. I think this works. In time, look! In time!
Clench. He's clenching. Those trousers.
He's got his lunch in his trousers.
See clenching. Look.
Yeah?
Definite clench. Clench. Can't stop clenching.
This works beautifully. They just passing the ball. He doesn't realise he's passed it to the same bloke. He thinks he's passing it on and doing something. It's the same bloke.
One-handed clench. Two-handed clench. Clench it. Clench it. Clench it. Clench it. I don't want to see no dribble. Here we go.
Don't give up.
That's the grandfather clock again. I wonder if Bessie says clench Catherine.
Something like that. That's the chicken.
Yes.
Oh, that worked beautifully.
She's going to need to
That
clench.
worked beautifully. That was too good. That was too good. That was too good. Oh God, it was the perfect length. That was the perfect length.
Gosh.
Wasn't that ridiculous? 0203. Oh no, we'll give out the number in a bit. What was the other thing we were going to do? We were going to do three things.
We were going to watch who and see who won.
Yeah, and there was something
Golden
else.
Globes. We were going to talk about that tweet.
Oh yeah, we'll do that in a bit. That was good. You can have that. You can have that. You can have that. That's my gift to you. Now, I was looking for... Someone must have done a cover version of this. There we go. Piano Bash.
Oh.
This could be good. All right. Oh, what? Fuck. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this guy. Yes. The time is right. Imagine, right? So it's okay. So when lockdown is over, I've said I'm never doing a live show again. That's not true. I've actually got a show. Oh my God, echo there. I've got a show planned.
In an
It's
empty
going to be me.
theatre, yeah.
It's going to be me singing songs that mean something to me. It's going to start with this, and I'm going to walk out. Thank you everybody for coming. It's a really special show after lockdown and everything. I want to share with you some music that's meant a lot for me, starting with the heat is on, the time is right, the time for you to take your chance. People are coming, everyone's laughing, trying to be the best that they can when they're going for gold.
Key change, are you sure?
We're going to take our chance. People. This guy's a prick.
Chaka-da-cha.
That's not how we rehearsed it. We'll do it again. Right, okay. So come out, applause. Oh, no, I've got to press play. Come out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ian Lee.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone here live in the theatre. Thank you, people watching at home. Wow. Glad 2020's over. 2021 weren't so hot either. This is for you. The heat is on. The time is right. The time for you to take your chance. People are coming. Everyone's trying to be the best that they can when they're going for gold. Welcome to a lovely evening.
Thanks for watching Piano Bash.
Show
If you
tonight.
enjoyed
I'm
the
gonna play
video-
you a lot of songs that meant something to me, that mean something to me, and that got me through lockdown of the 2020, 2021, and 2022. Because now it's 2023. Because it went on longer than we thought it was going to go on for. There's a film that's come out, hasn't there, by Matty Boomy. That's outrageous. There's a film that's come out by a famous director, so it's not going to be bullshit. And it's set in like 2026.
Yeah.
And lockdown has gone on until then. It looks quite good. What's it called? Does anyone know what it's called?
It's called This Shit Still.
Oh.
Please hit that like.
I'm not going to hit your like button. I'll hit your nose button with my fist button. Have we got any more covers of Going for Gold? Mysterious Cities of Gold.
Oh, I
This
love
is-
that.
What is with the head movements?
Of the sun,
Children of the sun, see your time has just begun. Searching for your way through adventures every day and night. With the condor in flight, with all your friends in tow. Search for cities of gold.
I like this.
Wishing for the cities of gold.
Mum's not doing it. Okay. I like that, but it's not what we're here for. We're being
We've been
distracted.
sidetracked by the mysterious cities of
Oh,
gold.
what's this? Oh, look, this is going to be.
Tried to make the election fun, did they?
The heat is on. The time is
That's quite good. That's quite good.
Hi.
That's quite good.
You've been telt.
People are coming. Everyone's trying to be the best
Don't know
they
this
can. To reach for the sky.
God.
The stakes are so high.
That's quite good.
Going for gold.
Okay, we get the
It's time for
idea.
you.
That was the first bit was funny.
It was
After that, it
cute.
got silly.
It was cute.
No covers, though. Oh, here we go. There's a thing about
The
it.
heat is on. The time is right. It's time for you. National Olympic.
And well, we'll do it again, and then we'll do it again, and we'll do it again.
I've always been amazed.
Boring. No covers of the Going for Gold theme. There's a gap there, guys, in the YouTube market. If you want to get some easy, views, just do that. Hey, should we see if we got any comments on our channel? Because sometimes they're quite abusive.
Oh, yeah. Okay, good.
I found a good one the other day calling me a prick, and I left it up there, which was silly. Comments. I'm throwing you up on the Queen of Toshiba tonight. Try out non-participation biocides. I think you guys might be on something. The chat is evil. I don't think the chat is evil.
Oh, that's someone who got chucked out, but is now posing as Terry Duckworth.
Dr. David Jelly says, couldn't agree
Oh,
more, Tel.
got
I say
blocked
we
last
retain-
night.
I'm paranoid. My cowl is about to be removed anyway. My life would be in grave danger. What? What? Who is David Jelly and Terry Duckworth?
David Jelly got banned last night.
What for? Being the Belchies?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Speaking of which, Friday night, I've already got 3 people to consider.
Friday night, we got this happening, guys. All rise for Judge Boyle's Judgment Day.
Ladies and gentlemen, the court is now in session.
Yeah, it's happening.
You better believe it. You better believe it.
Most of mine are good. Here's held for review. They're normally porny ones. Paul Rimmer is. Oh, Paul Rimmer. You know who that is? He's the Scouse guy that we
Oh,
called
God.
out.
Ugh.
We called him out on Talk Radio. He used to find out he used to be quite nice. And then he made a really horrible comment about on the day of 9/11, which I think was around about sort of the early September some point, 2001. I don't remember the exact date. He lives in Liverpool, and he went out into Liverpool, and loads of black people were celebrating. And I said, no, they weren't. Yeah, they were. Anyway, I did a bit of research on him, and he got kicked out of the EDL for being too racist.
Imagine.
And so he phoned up again, and I destroyed him. Anyway, someone has put a year ago, I don't know why this has just come up, Paul Rimmer is a man of honour and integrity. He speaks his mind and does not pander to people. He is true to himself. I don't agree with everything he says, but Jesus, I respect this man. Then someone underneath it has replied, the guy's a sausage. He tweeted me the other day.
Did he?
About 2 weeks ago. Hello, Ian, it's your mate Paul. Block.
Yeah, he likes to think he's more important in our pantheon of callers than he actually is. One of them.
Where was the guy? Most of the comments we have are lovely, right? And I do block some. I wonder if it's got the ones. Oh, you can't see the ones that you've blocked. I might have deleted them. Keep the guitars. Okay. There was a funny one, and I normally, if it's rude, because I want to keep the YouTube quite nice and friendly, but this one was so rubbish, so offensive. I thought I've got to put that one in. But it might be a while. Hang on a minute. It's funny that people are replying to stuff that's really old. Fiona is my mum. George's woman. I think that Megan is that's your daughter, isn't it? I think. Where? Where?
4 weeks ago. Watcher, Ian and Catherine, I think you need a complete change of environment. Get away from what you do. Take time out from this mode. I know you both got families listening to you for more years than most. Get back to them and rebuild what you can.
That's nice.
That's an assumption. I can't say... Mark in Bletchley Towers.
Yeah. Where is it? It's around about here because it was about 4 or 5 weeks ago. I'm not going to find it. I'm so close to it. And then I'm not going to find it. It was a bit. This is good. This is good content. This is good content. This is good content. Oh, you can't even see it. Look, can you? Maybe. No, I'm not going to find it. I'm not going to find it. Not going to find it. Sorry, guys. I was getting excited there and not going to find it. All right. 0203 286 6370 is the time. You do your thing for that bit that I just did there, please. Thank you, mate. Would you mind? Would you mind? 1 hour and 20. Namaste. Shall we watch the rest of the Going for Gold?
Yeah, I'm dying to see what happens with John because he hasn't scored any points yet, has he?
No, he hasn't. So this is the Going for Gold 1988 Grand Final. This is what it's all building up to. And if you remember, the Daphne from Eggheads and...
Hand in his pocket, Peter.
Daphne from Eggheads and another Brit. Was he English or Welsh? English got through. Then we got 2 Austrians. This is the grand final. This guy who I suspect is a murderer is doing very well. Hans Gruber. That's it. Hans Gruber.
Time. I wanted exactly the word dew point.
Oh.
I didn't have it.
Yeah,
So, general knowledge question for 1 point again. In which Asian country did the musical instrument called the sitar originate? Peter.
In India.
It did indeed. You're on to 4. Peter, the category is sport. Select.
A 2.
A 2-point question for a
Bless
win
you.
for you.
That's what you should have
In
said.
play.
Watch me.
How many players?
Watch me be funny.
A 2.
Watch me be funny.
Peter, the category is sport. Select.
A 2.
Bless you.
Good one.
Come on, man. That's good.
Peter, the category is sport. Select.
A 2.
Bless you.
There it is again.
That's funny.
Pandemic on. I don't think it is funny.
A 2-point.
Don't sneeze with the COVID, so I do think it's funny.
It's still germs.
But different kinds of germs, not Chinese germs.
Bad germs, though.
One question for a win for you. In play, how many players are there on an ice hockey team?
8.
You remember it from last night.
Peter.
6.
Is
I remembered that I
6.
said 8 last time, and then just as I said it, I remembered it was actually 6.
correct, Peter. You've got there. Well done. Peter, off you go.
John, you've embarrassed yourself, mate.
Well,
he can't.
there
he
you go.
can't contain
I know.
it. Look.
We've had
Okay,
so
okay.
much fun and enjoyment, and it's been a delight to meet John Ericsson. He takes it fatalistically. There he was,
you get
not
nothing.
doing so well for 3 days, then suddenly Infinite
Nothing.
mattered, and then, John, it just wasn't your day. John Ericsson from Austria, thank you very much indeed for being with us and Going for Gold. Great contestant. Thank you.
Of course I can hit the there we go. I hope that feels better for you.
And it's still a battle between England and Austria because it's Peter Schmidt-Bauer from Austria, Paul Wallace and Daphne Hudson from England. They're now ready to play 4 in a row.
This is the best. You're playing catch up in the 2
Is this
zone.
where they play catch up in the 2
I
zone?
love playing catch up in the 2 zone. I love it. Adverts change.
Thank you very much. Just for a second before we go on and play 4 in a row and get closer to our winner on Going for Gold, cast your mind back to a young lady who was with us here on Going for Gold, Valerie McGee from Northern Ireland, who's...
She dead?
She died. She died making love to me in my dressing room. And so I'd like to dedicate this wee song to her.
Husband and her family run a bakery, and when she came to contest Going for Gold, she made us a little cake. Now look at the cake that she's created
What a
and
bum
given
make.
to us for the final here on Going for Gold.
a
So
bum
Val,
make.
Fuck off, Valerie. You're out.
If she lost, I bet she's done all sorts to that cake.
You are out.
That's a special cake.
That's a pube cake. That's a cum cake. That's a shit cake. I'm just finishing the mixing of this. Anyone want to spit in it for Henry?
Take that, Kelly. Have
Valerie,
some of that.
if yourself and your family are watching in Ulster, thank you very much indeed. We shall enjoy the cake. It's wonderful. Bless.
You won't, because
Don't
here's the
eat
thing: never eat food from a listener or a
No,
reviewer. You don't. You just don't do it. Famously, 1984. People don't believe this happened. Mike Mendoza had some. I think they were like cream. You know the long cream, like the sort
cream
of like
horn?
cake. No, it's not a horn. It's like a bun, just a cream bun.
Uh-huh.
And he had 2, and they were laced with LSD.
Off his tits, was
And
it?
he was, and you could hear it happen during the show. He'd be going, "Oh yes, it's an interesting call about potholes. Word. Word feels very heavy in my mouth. It was that. It was insane. Anyway.
Kind of animal would do that to a cream horn?
Right. Caddick. Right, we're going to play facial recognition one at a time. I go first. Caddick.
I disagree. That's Reverend Richard Coles.
You can't have it. You can't have someone I've picked.
Maureen Lipman.
Where? There.
Next to Red Jumper. Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
That's Maureen Lipman. Okay. Like 3 of the Doctor Who's in one.
Okay. Then we shall have.
See, he and she have to look like someone.
Yeah, they do look like someone.
Let's go down this corner. You can have Sandy Toksvig if you want.
No, this guy reminds me of someone, but it's not Toksvig. It's who could that be? And who? She.
Anyway, why is Lino emailing us?
Is he still banned?
Sorry, I can't call. I'm in a helicopter. Can I vote the opposite of whatever that buffoon Gatford voted for? We've got an email.
Oh, Lionel Blair.
There.
Yes.
You got it. We got an email from Paul Hardman. Ian, have you any idea how unprofessional it is for you two every night constantly messing around with the cameras? Can you not set up before the show? I haven't messed around with the cameras once tonight, Paul. I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about, Paul?
You've confused cameras with lights.
Also, every night. Why would you watch that?
Bell cheese. Speaking of bell cheese, did you get that email I sent you?
No.
I forwarded you an email.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
No, you sent me one and said that was meant for someone else.
Oh, no, but I
forwarded
forwarded you. No, you did. You did get the orig. You will have the orig. Okay. You will have the orig.
All right, let me.
I'm sure I sent you the orig.
Well, I looked for it, but I, as you know, this is a new computer, and I'm not massively great with it.
Yeah, I sent you the orig. I'll send it again.
Let's do this.
Sorry, guys.
This is really unprofessional. Paul Hardman.
But we never said we were professional.
Will be.
Right, here we go. I've just sent it to you.
Okay.
Are you connected to the internet?
Yeah.
I've sent you loads of emails since then.
I know. This is like a selective few. Focused other. Right, hang on.
Well, just go to emails.
Hang on. It's all groovy. I'm here.
Just go to emails.
I am in emails. Aha. Ho ho. Okay.
I'm just going to read an email. We have had a little bit of good news. Yum, bum, bum. Anyway, back to this. Sorry.
Right. So now, on with our 4 in a row round. Paul and Daphne from England and Peter from...
Daphne looks sick.
She's
now,
very stressful sick.
On with our 4 in a row round.
Like
Paul and Daphne from England and Peter from...
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Clench, Daphne, clench. You can do this.
I think that one went a long time ago. But look, both those men are exactly the same height. Look, if you get a ruler...
Look at her face in the middle.
That's a great picture. I like Daphne. She's good on eggheads. I like her. I'm teasing, but I like her a lot. Look at these two. She's got to win. Get your hand out of your pocket. Stop playing with your balls. Stop shaking your pfennigs and your shillings, you dirty get.
I've got a theory about Paul Hardman.
Go on.
Swears, unprofessionalism, etc.
Oh, it's probably the same person.
Yeah.
But that one had punctuation in that makes me think it wasn't. But anyway, don't care. Couldn't care less.
From Austria. Paul, you get into the round first. There are the categories. World cinema, Europeans.
No, I like CJ. Jufford. CJ's a friend of mine now, strangely enough. I like him a lot. World cinema, Europeans, technology, autobiographies. You'd have to go world cinema.
You would think, wouldn't
You'd
you?
have to, and I'd say...
Although I'd feel possibly more confident with autobiographies.
I would say Truffaut. Did he make films?
Yes.
Okay, I'd say Truffaut.
It's technology and...
Look, she's hustling them because she's dead bright, right? And look at the look she's giving them. She is dead bright.
She's a ringer.
It's technology and autobiographies. Paul.
I will try technology.
Hang on a minute. How have they decided the order that they went through? Because she came through first, didn't she? Did she?
She mustn't have.
We're going to go back in time. Hang on.
This series of Going for Gold, and they represent...
Oh, no, it's him. He went straight through.
He
went straight through.
Paul
Ringo Starr
is correct. It don't come easier in that first round. Going for Gold. Cast your mind
Comes
back to
easy
the
to
young
him,
lady who
as the
was
cake
with us
woman.
here on Going
Here
for
we go.
Gold.
Here we
Austria,
go.
Paul,
All
you
right.
get into the round first. There are the categories. World cinema, Europeans, technology,
Mr. Reg.
and autobiographies.
The phone number does work. We're just because we're doing this, I don't see it. So we missed
Also, bend over Grandad.
Sorry?
Really?
Where was that?
That's who's saying the phone number doesn't
Well,
work.
Grandad's have to bend over sometimes.
Bend him back up, that's the trouble.
Let's give him a call. I'm assuming this is your number. Let's give you a little callsies. What I can do, actually, is I can have this over here so that I can see when people phone in when we're doing videos. That's what I can do. Sorry, guys. Oh, that's exactly what we can do. We can have the thing over there. I'm such a divvy. Turns out your phone number doesn't work, bend over Grandad. Okay, so let me try this one. If you're calling in from a withheld number, it won't work because we don't take them. Too scary, he says. I'll tell you what, instead of wasting our time, goodbye. Your phone-in number doesn't work. So we phone him back. Oh, no, too scary. Fuck off. I haven't got time for bell ends like that. Right, so I can see the phone now. So if you ring, I should spot it, unless you're calling from a withheld number, in which case I will deliberately ignore it. Okay, well, that's good. Right, hang on, I've messed about here. Bye, Grandad. Well, your number doesn't work. I'll tell you what, we'll stop the show and call you back. Oh, no, too scary. Get out of town.
Off you pop.
You can call in now while we're doing this. Let's get to... Right, let's jump ahead. Let's go past the cake. There's the cake. Right, here we go.
Austria, Paul,
We're
you
back
get
in.
into the round first. There are the categories. World cinema, Europeans, technology, and
Many of them.
autobiographies. Paul.
Cinema.
I will try technology.
You will try technology. Paul, will you come and join me here, please, for your solo round on technology?
I'm just getting used to this. I can't quite see the calls, but I sort of can. I missed that one.
Hello.
Hey, man, how you doing? Oh.
I'm just testing this number works. And does my microphone work now?
Yes.
Jesus. Missed this call. Missed this call.
Hello?
Hello, who's this, please?
Oh, I tried to say yes.
It's too late, man.
Afraid that has gone, and the answer was actually no.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, now tell me about it. Tell me about it, brother.
I think he speaks for a lot of us, yeah.
So I was reading a book. Hang on a minute. Let me just go and get this Beatles book because it's making me chuckle. We're carrying on. Don't worry.
We'll be back. He'll be back. Oh.
It's because they're too close to the chair.
They have to be behind the chair. That's the point of them. If he'd done it, he would never hit them. You know, if he'd set the lights up, they'd be perfect. But because I've done something.
Big boy didn't run away when I went in.
Gosh.
I don't know where it is. It's not. Oh, there it is. It's right behind me.
Oh, blimey.
Where's that light gone?
Knocked over.
They're too close to the chairs.
They've got to be behind the chair. That's the point of them.
Okay, well, they're too close. Well, then, if I can't, don't get me angry, please. Because if I can't get up and move about,
It's
then...
okay. We'll sort them out another time.
Well, do you want to sort them out now? Because otherwise it looks shit.
Okay.
Well, Catherine, don't do that okay voice.
No, no, it's fine. No, I'm not doing it.
You do that voice. And I tried to make peace earlier, and
That's fine. I can do it. I can do it. Go on.
they're too close. They've got to be able to move the chair to get out.
Do you know what? This is actually longer than. This is actually longer.
Ugh. People are coming, everyone's hiding, trying to be the best that they can. If anyone wants to call in, you're very welcome. Here's the thing, you can call in anytime you want, whatever's going on, and I do my best to see them. I've moved the screen over here. We've got a two-screen setup here, guys. And so I should be able to see your phone calls. There's a lot for me to... Well, there's 3 things for me to look at. And 3 things is... Actually, there's 4 things. I've got another screen down here. So there's a lot to look at. There's a lot to look at. It is. This is we're taking this going for gold very seriously.
Why is that?
Do you need to tighten it at the bottom? That will lefty loosey. Lefty loosey. Lefty loosey. I learnt that in the jungle when I had to do. I had to turn around dingo dollar or dollars with my nose. I had to put them in boxes, and there would be like spiders and crocodiles and shit in there. And I had to. And I go, which way is it? They go lefty loosey. Was it my nose or maybe it was my tongue? Maybe I can't remember. You're not getting adverts after. Well, you are getting adverts after adverts 11 Crazy Monkey 11, because this is our job. This is our job. 6 minutes of adverts every hour. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. Crocodiles are real, but they're only babies. And I noticed they had their mouths taped shut. So, hey, Retro Isla. Welcome, Retro Isla. I can't quite see. I haven't got my glasses on. Nice to have you here. Unknown person calling in. It's never going to happen, mate. So, unlucky. This is the same episode of Going for Gold. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. God damn it. God damn it, Mrs. Jones. Were you genuinely not bothered by the spiders and creepy crawlies? Not at that point, because that was quite near the end. Not at that point. But Jamie Lomas was so annoyed when we came back and told him what the challenge was. He thought it would be remembering numbers, and he couldn't do that. So he said, all right, you can go and do that. And then when it was a physical one, he went, oh, I could have done that. Add 6 minutes is a lot when it interrupts your enjoyment. Okay, well, you could not watch the stream and have no ads. Those are your options. You've got 3 options, Joss. You sub and don't get the ads. You watch for free, which is cool, and don't get the ads. Or you don't watch. Those are your 3 options. So which one of those would you prefer, Joss? Which one of those? Just subbed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Subbed. Right, so we're back.
Oh.
No.
That needs to be away from you, this one, doesn't it?
Yours?
Yes.
You see, it's stressful doing the technical stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, and I wasn't
I hate
frustrated with you. I get frustrated with the thing. Because it's my responsibility and I want to get it right.
Okie doggy daddy. But I find all of this stuff, when the sound goes wrong, it just pisses me off so much, man. Catherine is lights, I am sound. And neither of us really know what we're doing. We're kind of making up as we go along and copying YouTube videos. So.
Can't believe that's It had loads of wire on it that I could just let let down
So it
ages
didn't have
ago.
really short wire. It had quite long wires that were
look,
taped
this-
up.
Yeah. I know. Thank you, Grandilazio. Grazie mille.
Okie dokie. Great to see you, Ian. Always used to love seeing you arise. Other stuff. One question I always wanted to ask you was, did you have a Dreamcast? Still got a Dreamcast. I got a hacked Dreamcast where the laser is taken out and it's a memory card in there. This is what I want to get an Amazon wish list for, because there's a £1,200 laptop that I want that means I could stream all of those retro consoles in the luxury of my living room, but I can't afford it. So I'm going to get an Amazon wish list for a top of the range lappy that I've seen, and you can buy it for me. How's about that? Right, here we go. Let's go. Going for gold.
Paul Wallace, who's been written up in the Nuneaton newspapers in England. Well done to have got so far. You must be happy with yourself, Paul.
Chelford,
Well,
I'm not against the wish list. I don't need one. Not against it.
But that makes me feel guilty because then we're splitting the dollar, and we split everything.
Yeah, but you need the equipment. You have the equipment here. I don't need anything.
50-50.
Wow. Okay.
50-50. That's how we split it. So I'm not doing it. Also, I'm not going to put a £1,200 laptop on an Amazon wish list. Jesus Christ! If someone bought that for me, I would feel obliged to blow them. Someone spent 1,200 quid on me. Like I would have to offer them my mouth, lips, and tongue. And here's the thing, Catherine. Some people like a little bit of tooth as well.
Jesus. All right. God.
Some people like that. Here we go.
It's been a great time. Great. Thank you, Paul.
I've had a great time.
Got so far. You must be happy with yourself, Paul.
Whatever happens, it's been a great time.
Whatever happens, it's been a great time. She's doing an interview with Dreamcast Junkyard. I was going to be on their podcast. I'm a member of the Dreamcast Junkyard, Jordan. Brilliant. Where do I send the £1,200 to, says Daddy Dino. Cheeky
Great. Thank
stud.
you, Paul. We'll put those 40 seconds on the clock for you.
To you.
There you go.
Here we
on
go.
Technology, Paul, you will have all 40 seconds.
This isn't playing catch up in the 2 zone. Is it?
I don't even know what the 2 zone is.
You're playing catch up in the 2 zone because I thought people could take over. Oh, that's at the end. That's at the end. That's at the end.
Correctly, 4 in a row, or be credited with your highest score. And Paul, on Technology, your time starts now. Beginning with A, what is the name of the European rocket used for commercial?
Ariane.
Is correct. The first mass production of what?
Now, bearing in mind this is general knowledge, but this is general knowledge from 32 years ago.
So it's history.
This is history. This is history.
Substance was made possible by the Bessemer converter.
He's only got 3 colours. He's right. He's only got 2 colours. Well, 1 tie is the same as that. 2, 3. That's incredible.
Still?
Correct. By which acronym is sound navigation and ranging?
Sonar.
Sonar is correct. With reference to computers, what do the initials RAM stand
Random
for?
access memory.
Random access memory.
Now, for him to know that, he's a futurologist.
Random access memory.
He's a futurologist. Ice Cream Gravity. Didn't the Dreamcast fail when official Dreamcast magazine accidentally released an emulator on its free demo disc? No.
Correct.
Do you remember when we were at school?
No.
Teachers look like that. Don't
Yeah,
they?
they did actually. They did, and they're all younger than we are now.
Yes.
4 in a row. Well done, Paul. Well done. Right.
Oh, Daddy Dino suddenly says that it was a joke. Right. So, just to check, you don't want this.
Oh, right.
You don't want that. Because some people like that. But it was a joke, was it? Great. Well done.
That's it. Paul Wallace got some of them quickly, waited on the others and got them all. 4 correct answers, 4 in a row. Daphne Hudson, world cinema, Europeans or autobiographies?
Europeans. It's just Europeans. Could mean anything. World cinema. Truffaut.
Autobiographies, please.
Daphne, will you?
Autobiographies, please. I love her voice. She's got such a great voice. She's going to smash this.
Europeans or autobiographies?
Please.
Autobiographies, please.
Daphne, will you come and join me
She's
here,
great.
please, for
Come
your
on,
solo
Daphne.
round?
Never seen her before.
On autobiographies, Daphne, you know the rules probably better than I do now. We'll put 40 seconds
looks
on the
older
clock
there
for you
than
now.
she does now
There
in
they
that
go.
case,
You
as
have
a
all
lot of
those
people
40
do.
seconds to answer correctly. 4 in a row on autobiographies.
Come on,
I'll be
Daphne, she's
credited
gonna
with your
smash
highest
this.
score. Daphne, on autobiographies, your time starts now. Whose autobiography, Mein Kampf, was published in 1924?
Hitler.
Correct.
Get out! The first question on a European quiz, which is about unity. Hitler. By the way, you can call in while we're doing this. 0203 286 637 is the telephone.
Name the distinguished American playwright and ex-husband of Marilyn Monroe who has just published...
Miller.
Is correct. The Russian author whose autobiographical writings include
Pungent cream. I didn't do cocaine in nightclubs. I did it at home. Why would I do it in a nightclub?
Childhood and Boyhood is Leo who?
Say it.
Sorry?
The Russian Leo
Tolstoy.
is correct. The Prelude is a leading autobiographical poem from the Romantic period. Who wrote it? Pardon?
Wordsworth.
Yes, he did. 4 correct answers. Well done.
Yeah, girl. Look at this. Right, okay. We've got Lisa Goddard here and here.
Daniel O'Donnell in the pink cardi there in the blue shirt.
Daniel... No. We've got... Who's he? He looks like someone.
Christopher there.
Christopher... and Mother Teresa there. Okay, we got some good ones. Smashed it. He's going, you said you do not know answer to any of these. Was ist los?
Right. That leaves Peter Schmidt-Bauer with a choice between...
Peter Schmidt-Bauer?
Schmidt-Bauer.
This bar is shit. It's my name, Schmidt-Bauer. Peter, good to see you. If he doesn't go for world cinema, I'm going to chop my ears off.
World cinema or Europeans? Peter.
I'll take Europeans.
You'll take Europeans. Peter, will you come and join me here, please? I'm sure I don't have to tell you, you need 4 in a row. Because if you get any...
Yes, one thing I would like to say is Matthew Henry. How you say, English is not my first language. Is theirs. May I have questions in auf Austrian, bitte?
German, yeah.
May I have questions auf Austrian, please, bitte? To make it fair for me. No, in English, okay. It's fixed. It's fixed. I hope one day you fuckers vote to leave European Union. We don't want you no more.
Anything less, well then, Daphne and Paul are in the final. But 4 in a row puts
All
you
those
in a triple
people
tie
are in their mid-20s.
breaker. Peter, we'll put 40 seconds on the clock for you now. There they go. You'll have those 40 seconds to answer correctly.
I'm going to do something funny in a minute. Get ready. Some funnies are coming up.
4 in a row. Peter, on Europeans, your time starts now. The famous German who was the governing mayor of Berlin from 1957 to 60...
Which is the best way to the train station, please? My friend likes playing football. I have one sister. She is 13. In summer holidays, I swim.
What?
I like to eat apples. I don't like oranges. I like playing football, baby foot. My back is red. Where's the florist? I'd like 2 pies, please. That's what they learn, isn't it? That's what they learn.
Is correct. In 1980...
It can't be Borat because I've never seen it, so screw you.
1986, the socialist Mari Suarez was elected...
Nicky Ferg says not funny. Incorrect data, Nicky Ferg. Funny.
Fun sponge.
Funny.
Bog off.
Daphne was 49 when this was filmed. No. 2 years older than me. The 80s aged people a lot. A lot. Who did you time out?
Barry, 73.
What did he say?
He said something racist.
Oh, that's a band then?
Well, I think it was just a shit joke.
Well, tell me what he said.
That. Time out.
Okay. I thought that was... My eyes are terrible. I thought that was an apostrophe.
President of which country? Portugal. Correct. The French writer who wrote Les Miserables was Victor Hugo.
Hugo.
Correct. Which French president was once finance minister under Pompidou?
Pompidou? Maybe after the show. Pompidou? Hey, Catherine. Pompidou? Maybe after the show.
Pompey don't.
Oh, Pompey do, Pompey don't. I don't mind. I'm too old man.
No, you just got to stand. What was the nationality of...
He's got to go right back down to the bottom. He'll never do it.
The
He'll
second
never do
Secretary
it.
General of the
He's
United
out.
Nations, Dag Hammarskjöld.
Norwegian.
No, Swedish. The
He's
Austrian
out. Bye.
actress singer.
So the finalists
He's choked.
are going to be English, proving that this whole thing has been a piece of SH1T.
Yeah.
Schwant.
Who popularised much of Kurt Weill's music was Lottie who?
Lotte Goldenberger?
No, Lenya. In which country was the scientist Marie Curie born?
Poland.
Correct. What is the ecclesiastical position in Britain held by Robert Runcie?
Doggy?
Archbishop of
Correct. What is the occupation of Pierre Boulez? Oh, Peter,
This is-
hard luck. A big
Yes,
sigh.
man. Everyone in the audience is like, yes! Yes! And this, do you know who's at home watching this, bunking off from school? A young boy by the name of Nigel Farage. He's bunked off from school. He's watching this. I think one day I'm going to destroy Europe thanks to this guy and Henry Kelly.
Goes up. Peter, I'm sorry. Peter, hard luck.
Oh, dear.
Well,
Oh, Peter. Oh, Peter.
well, there you go. There you go. Peter Schmidbauer was an absolutely fantastic guest. The slow, silent one, we called him, along with Bob Wessenberg, who was from Norway with us there before Christmas. We remember them all. We remember all our contestants on Going for Gold. Thank you very much, Peter Schmidbauer, for being with us. A round of applause. Well done, Peter.
Furious, as he should be.
This is just a silly game anyway.
Well, no contestant has failed to do themselves proud, and no country from all the 15 countries in Europe has failed to do itself proud, whether it was Austria, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, no matter where they came from. But in the end, England is in the final. It's Paul Wallace against Daphne Hudson. Let's see who's going to...
She's got a donkey. No, not allowed. Not allowed. It's given her the answers. Are you two a couple, Ian? No, we are a couple of mates. But thank you very much indeed for that question.
Be the European quiz champion.
That just looks shit, doesn't it? That looks shit.
That in those days, that was top
graphics.
animation.
Wow, these computers.
Mind you, do you remember that flipping those one-eyed monsters that we had for the...
Oh, yeah, but they're like Jeff and...
Stoke and Mandeville or whatever they're
Yeah,
called.
wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? It does look like Frosties, doesn't it?
Mm.
Okay. The really boring man from LBC who's married to Lynn Full-Woods. What's his name? John Boring Man.
Yeah.
Hello. Look at the size of that ear. Look at the size of that ear.
It is, isn't it?
That's a big old ear. We've obviously got Diana Ross.
Jim Bowen.
Jimbo there.
Yeah, Jim Bowen.
I think that's it for celebrities in this. Oh no, we've got Bananarama at the front. There's Bananarama. Come on, she's like 12.
Yeah, you know what they've
She's
done?
13.
You know what they've done?
Yeah.
This is like when I went to see Family Fortunes when I was a student.
John Stapleton, thank
all
you.
the students get pushed to one side. They put all the grannies in the middle so
Right.
that they're mostly in shot.
Yeah.
So obviously when you're down here, you suddenly see where they've shunted all the
But
youngsters.
she's not enjoying this. She's just seen up there. That's where the monitor is. She's just seen she's on TV. If we're lucky, we might get a little wave or a lean over to. No, we didn't. We got taken away.
Thank you very much. This is the final of Going for Gold.
You're playing catch up in the door zone.
23 weeks, 5,000...
Richard Taylor, 1970. I had an unsuccessful audition to appear on Going for Gold and Bullseye. How could you be unsuccessful for those two shows? That's incredible.
Interesting.
Call us up. Let us know what happened, please. 0203 286 6370.
questions, 15 countries, and 140 contestants. It's a battle between England and England, but at least it is a battle between a gentleman and a lady. Paul.
I know, lady.
Oh my God.
England and England.
But at least they're different in some ways. Privates.
England, DJ Blag says, well, they're teams from the other home nations. Yes, all European nations.
Paul Wallace here from England and Daphne Hudson from England. You know the rules. You might wish to wish yourselves good luck before you start. Okay, and this is the...
Wish yourselves good luck. Good luck, Daphne. And good, Daphne.
final. As a result of this, one of these two contestants will be the European quiz champion.
He has a huge boner, and there it is.
And will win that trip to the Olympic Games in Korea.
Ass.
Paul, you got into this round first. The first decision in
We
this
ain't catch
final
up
is
in the
going to be
two zone.
yours. The category is oceans, and there's a clue for you watching at home.
Billy?
It's the lifeless. It's the Dead Sea.
Oh.
They wouldn't see that, though. They wouldn't see that. We are seeing that. They would not see that.
Okay.
Here we go. We got a phone call.
Can't wait.
Richard, you're through to us. Talk to us, big boy.
Oh, hi Ian, hi Kath.
Hello.
I'm the guy who had unsuccessful auditions to go for Gold and Bullseye.
Tell us about it. What happened, man? How could you be unsuccessful for those shows?
It was actually, I was only about 18 at the time, and sorry, the contestants were a lot brighter than you might think.
Well, no, I would think that for going for Gold, they'd be quite bright.
And for Bullseye as well, actually.
But you Bullseye, you'd have to do it with someone else. So were you the darts player or the brains?
I was the brains.
Okay. And so how does a Bullseye audition go?
The darts player was out the back playing darts, and I was out the front answering questions
Well,
of the other.
you're just describing. By the way, web surgeon, lovely to see you. You're describing Bullseye. What happened? Was it in like a TV studio, or was it in like? Because I quite often do these things in like church halls or things.
There was a hotel in Basingstoke.
There we go. This is the detail that we want.
So is what they were going for, did they want characters? It wasn't that you got questions wrong, because they want people to get questions wrong.
No, it was characters. I was a very young 18-year-old, so.
And obviously Bowen wasn't there.
No, it was a guy called Mickey Brennan who used to produce it. So no, Bowen wasn't there.
And what? So you answered a few questions and what?
Had a chat.
Had a chat. Did you get them all wrong?
Well, I think I got about one wrong.
Well, then how did you? Maybe you were too bright.
They want people who are going to be hilarious entertainment, I'm guessing.
How old was your darts partner?
About 22, 23.
Too young.
Yeah.
You've got to have at least one oldie in there. No, it's old men. Because what was interesting about that show is this is true, right? Bowen would make, because it was in the 80s for a lot of it, he would make loads of references to people being unemployed. It was a real working class program, and he would say, because quite often he'd say, the opening thing, how you doing? What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm out of work at the moment. A lot of people go, I'm out of work at the moment, Jim. And he would do, it doesn't sound like much. He'd go, oh yeah, times are tough. Well, best of luck finding a job. And that was like every week.
Yeah.
People were saying, oh, I don't work at the moment, Jim, but I was an electrician, and well, best of luck. I hope things pick up.
Do with
for
that
you.
speedboat.
Yeah, you do that speedboat. So you didn't get that. And what was the Going for Gold audition?
That was in a big theatre in London, somewhere in the West End. That was a little bit more organised, actually. There were like about 1,000 people in this big theatre, and then
1,000 people auditioning for Going for Gold.
It was a big show in the 80s, Ian.
I know it was a big show in the 80s, Richard, but 1,000 people. You can't. The thing is, you can't have an audition. Were they all auditioning for Going for Gold?
Yeah, they were. Actually, might have been 100, 200 maybe.
Jesus Christ. First question, estimate size.
Yeah.
1 million, 3, I don't know. And so what, did you play a few rounds, or what happened?
No, I think there's 3 or 4 of us sat in front of this table, and they'd ask a few questions, and they were writing stuff down. I was a very young 18-year-old, so I think lack of personality, basically.
Oh, mate, I'm sorry to hear that. Have you successfully auditioned for any quiz shows?
Yeah, Brain Teaser 2002.
I don't know Brain Teaser. What was that? Channel 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened in that?
I didn't do very well on that either, but I did get through.
Okay. But what is it? Who hosted it? I don't remember Brain Teaser.
A guy, it was a really pretty blonde girl some days, but not the day I was on. And there was a guy who, I don't know what he's done since. I've not seen him on anything since then.
Okay. All right. Well, Richard, thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. 0203 286 6370. You can call us while we're doing this. You can call us about anything while we're doing this. It's not exactly. It's very low brow. which I like. I like low brow.
It's the brow is where it needs to be.
Some people think I've got a problem with the height of the brow. No, not at all.
On Oceans, Paul, will you play or pass?
Big Beans 96. What happened to my VIP thingy? I think it went. Have you not still got it? Yeah, you still got it. You got it, Big Beans. Welcome back, Big Beans. Lovely to see you. We're watching this.
I will pass. You will pass Oceans, as it were, to Daphne Hudson.
Mark says, right. What was Mark's first thing? Mark said basically he emailed Jim Bowen. Jim Bowen died the day after I'd emailed him. I wonder if he got to read it. Then he says, thing is, it did happen 3 times with different celebs. You dare email me, Mark, and I will kill you.
He says not always
It's the
emails,
ring.
but some form of contact.
His emails are the ring. I watched VHS 2 yesterday. Shit me up. It wasn't very good, actually, but it still shit me up quite a bit. Right, okay. So Mark's a killer. Here we go.
Who says, thank you very much indeed. And on Oceans, Daphne, your time starts.
Oh, so play or pass. Hang on a minute. So, hang on, play or pass. Hang on, let's see what's going on here.
Got into this round first. The first decision in this final is going to be yours. The category is Ocean.
Lena says, not sure if you guys know this, but Hans Zimmer, inventor of the frame, wrote the theme tune to this. Wow.
And there's a clue for you watching at home. On Oceans, Paul, will you play or pass? I will pass. You will pass Oceans, as it were.
So you start off
to
at
Daphne
4 and go
Hudson, who
down.
says,
Here we
thank
go.
you very much indeed.
She's hustling him. She'll get this right just as it gets there. Just as it gets there. And that's the trick, right? When you're in the 4 zone, don't answer there. You've got all of this time.
Oh, is that the 2 zone?
That's the 4 zone. That's the
But
2
there,
zone.
yeah, underneath.
So what happens when it gets there? It passes over to him, and he gets more
Oh,
clues,
right,
and then it goes there, goes there. But if you think you know it here, don't buzz it here, because if you're wrong, the 4 zone slides over to Cheeky Larry there. So if you think you know it there, just wait. Just wait. Any more clues? Any more clues? I'll have a go. You might as well have a go there, because it's going to go over to him anyway.
And on Oceans, Daphne, your time starts now. I am part of the North Atlantic Ocean, which encompasses the Bermuda Islands and is elliptically shaped. I was first... Daphne.
The Bermuda Triangle?
Is not the correct answer. It means, Paul, you have control of the game and time
Oh,
continues
she knows.
now.
She
just thought
I
of
was
it,
first mentioned by Columbus, who crossed me in his famous voyage of 1492. A combination of conditions have combined to provide a stretch of ocean which is... Paul.
Is it the Sargasso Sea?
It is indeed the Sargasso Sea.
Oh, you sexy MF.
Answered in the 3 zone. Answered in the 3 zone, which means that, Daphne, you are playing catch-up. The subject is painters. There's a clue on the screen for you watching at home. On painters, Daphne, play or pass?
I'll play.
You will play on painters, and your
I
time
think they've got
starts...
to get to... Have they got to get to 10 in this? I can't remember what the deal is.
Now, in 1632, I was born in my family's tavern in the marketplace in Delft, the city in which I was to spend... Daphne.
Vermeer?
Vermeer is the correct...
Is it right? Has she got it right?
She's right, yeah.
Well done for saying that just after he said correct.
Answer.
That's great. Well done,
Answered
Catherine.
in the 4 zone.
She's bob on there.
And that means Paul...
I don't understand this game at all. What?
His face, he's thinking, shit.
I don't get it.
Means, Paul, you're playing catch-up. And
What don't you get? He's playing catch-up.
How? She got a question right,
Yes.
and that was the end of that particular section.
Because that whole section was one answer.
Oh, right, okay.
One answer.
That
We're playing
means,
catch-up.
Paul, you're playing catch-up, and the next decision is going to be yours. The subject is warfare. The clue is on the screen for the people watching at home on warfare, Paul.
I don't
Play
really
or
want
pass?
clues.
Pass.
Pass on warfare to Daphne, right? Daphne, you're on 4. Paul is on 3. On warfare, your time starts now. I am a military vehicle which originated from a development of the tractors produced by the American Holt Company, the British Admiralty's Land Ship Committee, and... Daphne.
A tank?
Is the correct answer. A tank is the correct...
He gets, look at his reaction here. Look at him. Watch him on the left. He's fuming. He's fuming. Look.
Well,
watch
you
his
know.
face. Watch his body. He goes out of shot. She's pressing it. Tank. That was an easy one. Right, so she's pressed it. So she's going to say tank. Watch it. Licking her lips. Got to get wet. There we go. Tank. Watch him. Watch him. Tank. That's correct.
Yeah,
there we go.
there it is.
Look at that. Straight face, straight face, straight face. Fuck it.
Angry Tash.
He wants to punch her. He wants to punch her. He wants to punch
Tank
her.
is the correct...
That's what that means. That's that. I tell you what that is. That's Gestalt. wants to punch her. Can I ask as you're talking about Daphne from... I noticed, just as you're talking about Daphne getting the tank question right, you started doing this. But why don't you just do this a bit more and tell me what that feels like now? What do you want to do with those fists? I want to punch her. It's Gestalt. That's Gestalt.
Dancer in the 4 zone.
See, I see that. I thought he was trying to rein in his emotions.
Or trying to wank off 2 men.
Okay.
Daphne, that takes you very close indeed. But Paul, you're on 3. You're playing catch up. The subject is Hollywood. The clue is on the screen for you watching at home. On Hollywood, Paul.
We'll have to.
Yes, Paul. You have no choice now. You're on 3 to Daphne's 8.
Daphne, I love it. She's brilliant, man.
On Hollywood, your time starts now. I was born in Connecticut in 1970.
Where now? Connecticut.
I think he said in Connecticut.
On Hollywood, your time starts now. I was born in Connecticut in 1917. Left fatherless at an early age, I was an adventurous youth. In 1940, I married my high school sweetheart. Paul.
Errol Flynn.
Is not the correct answer. It means that Daphne, you have control of the game and time
She knows.
is now. I married my high school... Daphne.
Robert Mitchum.
Is the correct answer, Daphne. Well done. Well done. Daphne, come back in here.
Look at the lights on the wall.
Well done. Well
You haven't
done
seen these
indeed.
before.
Daphne, it means that Daphne Hudson is the winner of Going for Gold. Hold on a minute. Well done. Hand up, Paul. Daphne Hudson is the winner of Going for Gold. She's the European quiz champion. And Daphne, there's your tickets to the Olympic Games. Well done, Daphne Hudson. Congratulations.
Oh, actually, thank you, Beatap. It reminds me that we need to...
yeah, for sure.
We need to put that there. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. You're absolutely right. That should be on that screen. There we go. Thank you. If I just put that behind us. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you giving us the heads up on that. Cheers.
Commiserations to you, Paul.
I really hope Kath realises she can get up and go home tonight. What does that mean?
It's interesting, isn't it?
What does that mean, Jessie? Jessie, what do you mean? What do you mean by that, please? Jessie, what do you mean?
Because it sounds a bit like you're having a dig, but I'm not sure what you mean.
Jessie, what do you mean? Come on. Jessie, what do you mean? What do you mean, Jessie? We want to see the last 2 minutes of this, and then you throw a little shit bomb into the conversation.
Or maybe we're misunderstanding.
I don't think we are misunderstanding.
Because it sounds like you're concerned, but then there's a weird thing
Jessie?
you said there.
Jessie, just hope she's okay.
With what?
What does that mean, Jessie? That doesn't mean anything. That's got a very dark tone.
Yeah.
So go on, say it.
Also,
Say it.
I'm right here.
Say it.
Ask me what's on your mind.
Say it. I'll keep quiet. You two have a conversation.
Oh, well, Charlie Wolf thinks they mean lockdown kicks in at midnight, but that can't be it, surely.
Oh, I shouldn't have accepted it. Go on. I'll leave you two to it.
I'm interested. Let's hear it. Kath's blinking save me in Morse code. Oh, I see. Is it a let's have a go at Catherine because you don't dare have a go at Ian? Is it that? Or is it that let's have a go at...
Is it because I got angry about the lights?
Is it that?
Is it that?
Because that happened a while ago and everything's cool. So...
Jessie, you got 20 seconds because there's a delay. So I know there's a delay. So I'm going to start counting to 20. And if you have not answered within 20 seconds, I will be banning you from the chat. 1. Oh.
What you got?
Bang. Oh.
Catherine's eye rolls are what say help me.
5. Thanks. 7.
Isn't it interesting that some people are very keen to paint me as a victim,
I would be
despite
a
the
bit
fact...
uncomfortable with a bit of this tonight, Kiss.
With what? With
why,
what?
Why are you being so passive aggressive?
Also, why are you assuming that somehow I need your help? I guess you've read it wrong. I guess you might have. I also guess you thought you could stir it up and now it's kind of backfired and it's a bit embarrassing for you. because I'm willing to have this conversation. Maybe you're new here. Maybe you kind of assuming that he's my boss or something. I'd love to hear it. Honestly, I'm really curious.
I'll turn my mic off. I'm out of this.
I do find it fascinating. I do find it fascinating. Just the two-cock thing. Oh, that!
What two-cock?
Hell, you must be new round here. You saying that it was like wanking off two men. That was what I was saying.
Oh, Jess.
Really that? Really that? Do you know I'm 43? I've got 2 children. I've heard way worse than that. I've known him for 8 years. I'm fine. But I can understand why you'd be uncomfortable about it because, I'm guessing you don't know Ian.
Kath heard Ian say much worse. What the hell are you talking about?
It's true. I mean, God.
Casual sexism. There's nothing wrong with being sexy.
It kind of is, isn't it? It kind of is. Example, please. What, Kath? Divine author.
Here we go. And here we go. Jesse, there you go. I worked with someone I really liked, but sometimes he went a bit far and I hated it. So that's your issue. And that's cool. That's your issue. And I'm sorry that you went through that. That's your issue. You are projecting, and that's cool. So I'm taking my snark off. That's cool. You are projecting. Me and Kath, like literally best mates. I've got 2 other mates who I'm almost as close to. I'm closer to Kath than anyone, right? At the present moment in time. And I would never do anything deliberately. Sometimes I do it unconsciously. Sometimes we argue, and I did get a bit pissed off with the lights, and you got a bit pissed off, and that happens. But we are comfortable enough to know what we can. In fact, we can say anything in front of each other.
Yeah.
And it wasn't you wanking off 2 men.
No.
It was him wanking off 2 men.
I get that.
It was a silly, vulgar, childish joke.
Basically, yeah, okay. Imagine you were in an office setting and it's a colleague, someone you don't know. Fine. But I'm Ian's support bubble.
Mr. Edge, it's not even the worst thing Ian's done tonight.
Exactly.
Thank you for being concerned, and I'm sorry that you have been through that. And I think we've all learnt a little bit about ourselves this evening.
Yeah, but
Jesse, accepted.
But just for the record, I'm fine. And what I found is, and I think maybe why we both got a bit defensive about it is, what we found is that people tend to go in on me when actually they want Ian's attention. And so I thought that's what it was.
We're all good. And also, you have to understand as well, this is a work environment, but this isn't the same as working in a shop or working in an office or working. We are aware that there are about 1,000 of you watching this. Another 3,000 or 4,000 will listen to this, and over time, another 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 will watch it. Right? So it's a show. It is a show. This isn't like, we sat next to each other in an office and I go, imagine that bloke wanking off 2 other blokes. That could be, without knowing the boundaries, that could be seen as being inappropriate. What I said could be seen as being inappropriate, but we know our boundaries, and this is a show. This is a show. The trick is to try and make her laugh and her make me laugh.
But this is why we get a bit defensive. Ass-taint destruction.
Ass-taint.
Yeah, no, I get it. Good one. Kath, it's okay, just let Ian have his way. It's the only way. So you're having a go at Ian, but you're using me. That's what I object to. Because I think it's cowardly, it's sexist, it's annoying, and it's tedious.
And I think you're brill, Jesse, 52. So it's all good. We're all good, man. Let's go. Sheena going for gold. Come on, guys. We haven't even got onto the Amanda Knox stuff yet.
You did absolutely brilliantly.
Oh, my.
You don't go away empty-handed by any means. You also win this fantastic prize.
Bit of shit.
As series runner-up, you'll be able to enjoy the 1988 Olympics on your remote-controlled 24-inch colour
You wanted to win a trip to Seoul, but now you can watch it on the telly like everyone else.
You can watch it on the telly.
featuring stereo sound and teletext functions.
Is that a big telly or is that a kitchen
24
telly?
inch, it's small.
Right.
And it's got teletext.
Nice.
We wish you many hours of happy viewing with the compliments of Going for Gold.
Well done.
That's a bedroom telly.
Bedroom telly or mum's kitchen telly?
Mum's kitchen telly was black and white.
Yeah.
And everybody is now saying, as Paul has just said, I shouldn't have passed the tank, I knew the tank. But there you go. It's been hectic.
God, you ever passed the tank? It's very painful.
92 programmes, as we said, 23 weeks, 5,000 odd questions, 140 contestants. And didn't all the competing European countries do well? From me and from all the contestants and everybody involved in Going for Gold, goodbye and thanks for watching us. Let's go over here, guys. Daphne, well done.
It's got, they should just get that cake and smear it at each other's bodies.
Is that I thought you kissed her on the lips then.
That was a bit inappropriate. Well, European, isn't it?
And they usually go cheeks. Don't you?
Oh, look at that. Yes, you did it, girl. You did it, girl. You did it, girl. He's got a medal there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, look, the music. It's done by Sandy McClelland. Didn't know that. Sandy McClelland did the music there. Look at that old BBC TV logo.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. And the Super Channel, huh? Reg Grundy. What are the people turning around at the end? We see... Yes, man!
You know, at the beginning of the show, I said that we had 2 unbanned requests.
Yeah.
We've now got 5.
Wowzers. And it's only Wednesday.
There'll be 10 by Friday. You mark my words.
There we go. That's the end of that. It's time for us to mention our sponsors. Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors. Don't use them. They're crap. Poseidon Safety Management.
Use them. They're great.
Use these guys. They're great.
Devon and Cornwall's largest supplier of guard dogs. They also do manned patrols. They do foot patrols. You know, men on feet, not just feet. That would be weird, but it would frighten off the burglars. Poseidon Safe on Twitter and Poseidon Safety on Facebook. They're brilliant. And they recruit from the local areas, so they know their stuff.
Good. They're good guys. They are human beings. Like all of us, they don't employ any aliens from other planets. That would not be appropriate. Abbey Care Group, specialist addictions recovery clinics. A lot of drug use, a lot of alcohol use, a lot of relapse. I relapsed. A lot of people are struggling with their mental health. And for some people, that comes out in eating too much, drinking too much, drugging too much, shopping, porn, sex, relationships, all kinds of different things. If you think your behaviour is getting out of control, if it's causing you shame, if you're lying about it to people, there is a chance you might have a problem. Have a chat with abbeycare.co.uk. You can send them an email. You can give them a phone call. You can have a little chat and talk to them about how they might be able to help you. It's a very intensive programme. You go for sort of 2 to 4 weeks, I think, and a minimum of 2 weeks. And it's residential and it's great. I never did residential. I never did a treatment centre. I might still do. They very kindly invited me to go there for a couple of weeks if I want, and I might still do it. The reason I haven't is, what do I do with the cats? I don't think you're allowed to take cats there.
No.
But we're going to see how my recovery goes this time around. But if I continue to struggle, day 17 today, 15, 17 today. If I continue to struggle, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. You know, I've got no qualms about it. And it's not, you know, like 20 years ago. I tell you what made me think about this. About 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, what's the guy's name? Chevy Chase, who's a massive coke user in the 70s and 80s. And he got clean, I think, the Betty Ford Clinic. And about 3, 4, 5 years ago, there was a story about him going back to the Betty Ford Clinic to deal with depression.
Right.
When the Betty Ford Clinic don't treat depression, then someone kind of wrote, but it's likely he's having a wobble with sobriety or something. And, or maybe he might have even said that himself, actually. He might have even said that. And I just thought, that's amazing that, like, having decades of clean time, he's recognised the problem and he's checked himself in to get it sorted out. That's amazing. That was genuinely amazing. I mean, apparently he's a tough guy to work with. But so I have no qualms about going to this place, abbeycare.co.uk. It's our...
And if you mention this ad, you will get 25% off.
Thank you very much indeed. It's our last week for now with 34sp.com. We've enjoyed working with Stuart and his team so much. Thank you, Stuart, for the opportunity. Thank you for, introducing us to the world of 34sp.com. We bought the domain name. You can get domain names via there. We bought the latenightalternative.com. We've got to start work on that. I'm not quite sure when. Well, it's hard to be motivated at the moment, so that I'm not going to beat myself up about that.
No.
But we bought our domain name using their service, and we have got 3 years web hosting using their service. If you've got a website, you can get 3 months for free.
Yeah, try it
using
out.
code TLNA. So maybe you're with a place that's, you're unhappy with, it's expensive, they're not great customer service. Just move it over to 34sp.com for 3 months, and if you don't like it or you don't want to pay at the end of it, you go back to the other place. Or maybe you're thinking, we'll build a website, we've got another lockdown come in, and I've got a bit of time on my hands, I'm being furloughed again, or I haven't got a job again.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's something you want to do. 34sp.com will help you. You can phone them up 24/7, 365. Phone them up on Christmas Day and just wish, whoever answers it, wish them a happy Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Careful now.
Wish them a Merry Christmas.
But they're so nice, they won't pull you up about it.
Just phone them up and say, listen, I haven't got a problem with my website. I just want to say Merry Christmas. Thanks for being on call on Christmas Day. Thank you. 34sp.com. It has been a pleasure.
Thanks very much.
We've got a few more days with them, so that's cool. Yeah. There's a brilliant Tumblr gallery of Henry Kelly going for gold stills.
A tragic end, plum pudding dog, a romantic
Oh,
hero.
I see what they've done there.
Okay.
I see what they've done there. They've taken the captions and put them there. I am delicious. European star, a respected leader. I wasn't shy. Pilgrims visit me. I couldn't keep them out. I'm usually eaten raw. Known for my indulgence. Dramatic composer, ocean explorer, pioneer, Olympic record breaker, and exile. Have many uses. Some of them are quite cute. Some of them are a little bit. Henry Kelly these days, yes. Oh, Cupid Maraclade's boutique. Oh, look! This is the place. This is the sex shop next to the cinema. So right, okay, here we go.
What?
So this.
What, behind that wooden door?
No,
in there.
Right. So this brick here, that's the cinema that we were talking about.
Right.
That's the cinema.
Yeah.
This sort of, you come to the front of this building, that is the cafe, and this is Cupid Maraclades, which I never.
Am I imagining it, or did we see it?
I don't think so. I might have pointed out to you where it was. Jesus Christ! There's a print for £200. Each image is strictly limited to a total edition of 20 prints. Each print is holy shit, £200.
It's a bit of fun.
Shell Suit Dog. I mean, these works of art are incredible. Jesus. What the?
Seriously, get yourself a website and take some pictures.
Do this, man.
What are those pies?
Is that?
He's got his
hands up. I thought hand was down.
Oh, hand is up. Yeah.
Face. I mean, it's not a great quality picture, is it? I'm sure it looks better. It's which one?
Also, foolhardy not putting a watermark on any of these.
These pies, mince, beans, and tatties, Edinburgh.
Oh, God.
Yes, mate, I'm in. Wow, Cupid's Marital Aids. Adult Fun. This looks good. Adult Fun Glasgow.
I mean, that does look a lot of fun.
Alexis. Awaken your senses. £200. Well played. Well played, guys.
Do you know what? Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
Well played.
Wow, McDonald's Cooperative Funeral Services. Didn't realise they did that.
We get it. Jesus rules.
Look at that pub at the bottom.
Oh, hang on. I don't know what to make of that picture.
Yeah.
You can't sell that for £200. The bastard. Oh, the cat's just done a shit.
Speaking of which, yeah,
I may have
someone's
to
just...
go in a minute. Oh, by the way, we're playing adverts. I'm going to do some adverts now for 2 minutes. If you're a sub, you don't get the adverts. I've not really done any selling for us tonight, so I apologise, but this is our living, this is our job, so please give us money. Thank you. Okay, I don't know how I feel about the pictures of people in.
Yeah.
That makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It makes me uncomfortable.
I mean, he obviously knows his picture was taken there, right?
I guess.
But some of them don't.
I would love, like, I was really thinking about the Owl Price in Slough and the cinema. I think about the cinema quite often, and I'd love a book or pictures of all of those things, you know, the way they were. CNA in Slough.
Oh, boy.
Basically stuff that I used to go into when I was 8.
Yeah.
Really?
You're becoming that guy. My granddad used to like books like that. Pictures of things he remembered.
I couldn't find many. I looked for pictures of the Granada in Slough Stew. I couldn't find many. There's a couple, but they're from a slightly earlier era to me. Oh, we got some trolls in. Who have we got? Have we got some trolls in?
Let's have a look.
Oh, you can go. I don't like that. So you've gone. We got some trolls in. Okay. I think maybe we leave the Amanda Knox thing to tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's do it tomorrow, because I think it needs more than the 30 minutes we're going to have. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Now, are you blaming the cat, or is that actually the cat that did that? Because sometimes it's very hard to tell.
Hello, big boy. What a good boy. Thank you.
Big Boy's
You are a good boy, big boy.
made him a present.
You are such a good
I wish you could see Lucky's face from here. She is so unimpressed. Good one, is it?
Thank you, big boy.
I can smell it from here, honestly. That is heady. That is heady.
Oh, you're so good. Thank you.
Oof.
I should change that litter, but I really. Thank you, big boy.
Oh, it's still, and that's been disposed of, and I can virtually taste it.
That was a big boy special.
Big boy, dirty
We'll
boy.
talk about the Amanda Knox tweet tomorrow, because we're going to end a little bit early tonight, and I don't think it's very nuanced and subtle, and the 25-30 minutes we've got left is not the. We need more time than that to do it, and we will do it. Basically, I don't have a problem with her tweet. Is the short answer. It's the short answer for those wondering. Okie dokie. So we'll take some phone calls. 0203 286 6370. If you want to give us a call, you can Skype us TLNA. If you want to. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hello, Lee.
Hair's messy. Hang on.
What hair? Hey, calm down. Hello, Catherine. Hello,
Hiya.
Ian. What's the? I mean, probably a question for Catherine. I don't know.
Go on.
What's the best way to support an addict? What can one do as a?
Right. Well, I don't. I wish I knew. But first things first, you got to look after yourself. Okay.
You can see I do that.
Right. But
hang on, sorry.
But also, I think it's that it's knowing the difference between helping and enabling. And actually, Russell Brand put a video out the other day that I saw, and I thought it was really good. And he said, if someone asks him for help, he knows, because he's been on both sides of it, that you say to them, I will help you to change, but I will not help you to stay the same. And at some point, you might have to say, if you're not ready to change, I can't be drawn into it.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean now. I see what he means now. Yeah.
Yeah. I will not help you to continue this situation. So if it's someone's asking you for money, for example, or you keep going around and giving them food so they don't have to, so they can spend their money on whatever they're spending their money on that's detrimental, that kind of thing is the obvious example.
I mean, the situation's a little. He's recovering.
Right.
So
on
the surface is all right, but I get the odd phone call where I think he's pissed.
Right.
And he says he isn't.
Well, it's all right for you to call him out on it.
I do, and he just says he isn't. It's his medication. I don't know. I'm not sure how far to push it. I guess, like how sort of, I don't know. No one likes being lectured to, do they?
No, and also you can't change him and you can't control it, and you can't be the booze. I'm guessing booze, is it? Booze police.
Booze.
Don't allow yourself to be put in that position. Don't put yourself in that position because you can't win. They have to sort themselves out. You can walk alongside, but you can't drag them. That's the unfortunate thing.
Should I answer the phone?
How do you feel about it?
I feel like I've got enough to worry about.
Say that. If that's how you feel. What do you reckon?
If you don't want to answer the phone, don't answer the phone. If you want to tell that person why you're not answering the phone for a period of time, do. Or if you don't want to, you don't have to. You don't owe them anything. If they're taking from you all the time, you don't owe them anything. You can't save their life. You can't help them get clean. If they're lying to you, well, that's not fair. And if they're not lying to you, okay, well, it's understandable why you would be suspicious. You have to put yourself first. The equivalent is when you're in an aeroplane and they're doing the safety talk, they say if the oxygen masks come down, put your oxygen mask on first. Don't put it on your kid first. Put it on you first, because if you're not well and able to breathe, you are no use to anybody. So if it's causing you pain or stress or upset, you're allowed to walk away from it. Doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't make you weak, doesn't make you a bad friend. You might want to tell them that that's what you're doing, and you might want to put a time limit on it, or you might want to say, look, I can take 2 of these calls a week, or 1 of these calls a week, or I can talk to you between 7 and 10, but no, whatever. You're allowed to put in any boundaries you want, and if they cross those boundaries, you don't have to respond.
I think it's important that you have boundaries, both for you and for them.
Okay. Right. What if I'm wrong and he is just his medication, just making him slur?
Then you've made a mistake and you can apologise for it. But I'm assuming they've let you down in the past.
It's a bit more. It's like it's family, and
okay.
So it's not like I know I can still stay out of it to a certain extent, but it's not like a friend. It's a bit more than that. So I sort of feel a sense of duty in some respects.
Yeah.
Duty, unfortunately, is bullshit.
Yeah.
There is no sense of duty. That you've got to look after yourself. If it's having an impact on other, for example, and I don't know some, but if it's having like a negative impact on, say, your mum or someone like that, you're allowed to offer them support. You give as much or as little as you want, and if you're being treated like shit, then you don't have to give anything.
I don't think I am being treated like shit. But maybe I gave the slightly wrong impression. I think it's more like how do you, Ian, you've talked about, you've got like, I don't know what you call it, a buddy or something. You have like a wingman or whatever. What do you call it?
We call it a sponsor. Yeah, it's like a buddy. Yeah.
So it's almost like a sort of, let's say I want to be that person. How do I do that well? I think that's.
I don't think family member. I don't think is the best person to do that particular job, is it?
Well, sponsor is kind of specific to NA, and that works because the other person is a drug addict and speaks the same language and has more clean time than I do. So that's what that is.
I don't think a family member is the best primary person to do that. I think that you're too close to it, and the beauty of the sponsor situation is that they know exactly what, as I say, they know the path that they're walking, they know all the moves, and they know all the lies you tell yourself, or because of the addiction, because the addiction is a disease, right? And I think that maybe you're too close.
Yeah.
But would this person, do you think, be open to going to a meeting or something?
He has. He's in a lot of ways he's turned his life around, but there are moments.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. All right. I think I've.
Look after yourself is the key
Yeah,
thing.
no,
You're
no.
allowed to, and if they have let you, you are allowed to ask people, and it's a shitty thing if you're wrong, but it's still a caring thing to do. Go, are you sure you're not pissed? Because I'm getting, and also being pissed or being high, there's more to it than slurring, as you know. There's a vibe you get, and if you're getting that vibe, your instincts are probably right, and if they're not, well, you're making a mistake because you care for someone and you want them to live. So it's not it's not the worst thing you could do.
And also, I would suggest that if they are working on their recovery as they say they are, they will understand that.
Yep.
People tend to get furious about it when they feel cornered.
Got to build up trust again. Got to build up trust. I've got to build up trust with Catherine. Of course I have. That's part of the thing. Got to build up trust again because I've lied to her the last few weeks. So okay. You don't trust me as much. That's fine.
Right.
It's not that I don't trust you. I don't trust it.
No, well, exactly. But it is within me, and yes, the trust has gone slightly. That's okay. I'm fine. All right. I've got to work a bit harder I have to work to prove that I'm trustworthy. She doesn't have to work to trust me. I have to work.
That's what I mean, Lee. Is that I could spend, and I have when I first kind of started to learn about what this is, right? I got hypervigilant. I was never relaxed. I lost, days worrying. And did it make any difference to what happened? No, it didn't. But it just meant that I was a nightmare to be around, probably myself. And I was tired and anxious and worried. And, it's that's no good for anyone. That's no good for anyone. And also, it doesn't do any good, most of all. You've got, in my experience, here's what I do. I believe, I'm hopeful, but I retain a little bit of protection for myself that it could happen, because addiction is such a bloody powerful thing, and it's never going to go away.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Can I ask you a question, Lee?
Yeah, sure.
Is your heating broken down or something? What's with the coat?
I'm cold and it's late. I don't want to put the heating on. I don't know. That's really it. I got the window open because I'm a bit funny at the minute about having fresh air blowing through the house, just because of
Take your coat off and feel it. Feel it on your naked body. Get blown while you're naked.
Are you imagining he's naked underneath the coat?
Or
That's a
fur
whole
coat
other
and no
scenario.
knickers. Okay. Lee, good luck, mate.
Thanks for the advice.
Go
on.
Here's another thing.
Yeah.
Al-Anon. It's an Alcoholics Anonymous for the families and loved ones of people who are going through it, because no one gets it like someone who gets it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
and you can talk to each other.
I'll have a look at that.
And they'll be better placed probably to give you strategies and support.
Well, thanks for that. I think you're right. I'm not qualified to do it in the sense that I'm just not qualified to do it. Like, not many people are. But I'm also I should just be as focused on being a friend. Like, if he needs me, not trying to sort it out.
No.
Right.
No.
I'm too close. I think you're right. And yeah, thanks again.
There's loads of stuff online. Have a look. Even if you don't get in contact with Al-Anon, there's loads of support material online that you can just look at. There's YouTube chats with people who've gone through it. But I find the 3 C's really handy, right?
Cock.
Cock and cock. No, I didn't cause it. I didn't control it. And no, I can't change it, and I can't control it.
Here's my 5. Right, with respect, I think this is actually better. This is 5. First one is, who is Tommy Steele?
Oh my God.
The second one is, get me Tommy Steele. The third one is, get me a young Tommy Steele. Next one is, get me someone Tommy Steele like. The fifth one is...
Can you start that again? I need to write this down.
I can't remember it, and I had learnt it.
Who is Tommy Steele? This is Tommy Steele.
Right, she's taking
Get
the
me
piss.
Tommy Steele.
She's taking the piss
Get
out of
me Tommy Steele, but younger.
Sir Tommy Steele.
Isn't it?
Sir Tommy Steele.
3 C's though, man.
Sir Tommy Steele.
It's a revelation.
Sir Tommy Steele.
Is he a sir?
He got knighted like the day after we did the whole Tommy Steele spiel. The
Wow.
Tommy spiel.
Well, you're welcome, Sir Tommy.
Yeah. The day after he got knighted. Imagine. Got lucky on me, which is lucky.
You got lucky.
There we go.
Up all night to get lucky. I remember someone at 3 Counties being furious when that song came out because he
Right.
said it wasn't appropriate.
Who said that?
I'll tell you after.
Tell me now.
I think this is very appropriate for our listenership. Do you? Actually thinking about it, probably not. They're up all night because they can't stop going to the
I'm
toilet.
up all night to get Oxley. You're up all night to get Oxley.
I like Oxley. He was
Oxley
he
a
was
lot.
he was a little grump
He's a nice-
sometimes.
he's a nice
But
guy.
yeah, he said you think about the profile of our listenership. They're not up all night to get lucky. They're up all night going to the toilet.
Oh, we're just taking phone calls for the last bit of the show. 0203 286 6370. Goodbye, Ian Lee fan number 1.
Oh, don't.
0203 286 6370 is the phone number if you want to give us a call.
Blimey, I had it all that.
I don't really feel. Jesus. I don't really feel that I don't really feel that the show is this week. Do you know what I mean? I feel it's my fault. I've been so tired. I've spent the last 2 days, last 3 days, in bed.
Yeah.
I slept for like 4 hours yesterday, and I got up today. Oh, I went to Aylesbury because it's like the last day of no lockdown. I thought I'll go and get a coffee and a sandwich. Aylesbury was rammed.
My town was. People were having their last hurrahs.
It was absolutely rammed. Thank you for the bits, Paul. It was absolutely rammed. And I went to Cafe Nero and I had a coffee and I sat outside and some dirty bastard had left one of those disposable
Paper
masks
yep.
on the table. They might as well have left a second-hand Johnny there. It was disgusting. Then the poor lad that came along, he's wearing gloves, but he's collecting all the rubbish, and he collected a mask. I thought, oh, God, that's awful.
That mask, discarding masks started really early on, didn't it?
That's disgusting.
You see them on the floor and all sorts.
On the floor is bad enough. That's bad. On a table, it was so disgusting.
Also, it's not like they're bloody heavy or they won't fit in your pocket.
Horrible. So I
People.
did that, and then I went home, came home to bed for a bit. Then I got up to go to Tesco because I had a click and collect, and then I went to bed for a bit. I'm so tired. I mean, we're going to end a little early because Thursday mornings I go to college, and I have to be up 6:40. I can get up because I've ironed my shirt. I've had a shave.
Good to go.
Good to go. I'm not going to dry my hair tomorrow. I will dry that in the car. Let it dry au naturel. So 6:40. I think. And actually, I've been getting there a little bit early. And what I've been doing is getting there early and sitting in Costa. Of course, Costa won't be open tomorrow. So 6:45.
Yeah, why don't you
Have a line. 6:46.
have a lie and take a flask?
I always take a flask anyway for the journey. Always. It's my first rodeo. Of course I take a flask. 2-hour journey. And so I'm going to be so tired tomorrow, and I come back and sometimes I get here at the same time Kath does, and I said, I've got to go and have a lie down for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Although last week I was buzzing. Friday I've not got the boys. I've got the boys early Saturday, so Friday's a bit different. But we've got a phone call at 2:30 with the new sponsor. I've got a phone call at 12 with this radio thing, and I've got a phone call I think at like 10:15, even though that says Monday, about the camera. So I've got a lot of phone calls, but then I can sleep. I don't know. Anyway, Jordan says, shout out to you as a fellow psych student on the path to being a therapist. Well, I don't think I'm a psych. I'm studying to be a counsellor. Psychotherapist and therapist is different. That's a different thing altogether. I'm studying to be a counsellor, so I don't know if we're doing the same thing. And 2:30. Well done, Mime Artist. Thank you very much indeed. So I'm just so tired at the moment, and I tried to explain it in a tweet, and people thought it was me saying I was depressed and stuff. I'm not. It was the thing I was trying to explain about my dad. When my dad was dying, and he was dying, and he was weeks away from death, and he was having palliative care. I don't think he was told that he was dying. And we were in his living room, and he had a bed there, and his wife was there, and his couple of my half brothers and sisters, and he sat up, I don't know if he sat up. He spoke. He said, "What is the plan? What are we aiming for?" That was the thing. What are we aiming for here? And what he meant was, why am I having all this treatment? Am I getting better? Is this like going to be like 3 months of being ill, then I get better? What are we aiming for here? And I tweeted that today and saying that's how I feel. Now, I'm not necessarily particularly depressed. I think I've got a bit of a low-level depression going at the moment, but it's not me going, I want to die and all of that. It was every morning I'm kind of waking up going, what are we aiming for here? What is the plan? What are we aiming for? Because every day, Amy summed it up really well. She says, I'm not living, I'm surviving or something like that. I'm not living, I'm just getting by.
Yeah.
And that's it. There's nothing. There's very little joy. Even the joyful things are a little bit grey. What are we aiming for here?
So the thing your dad was expressing and what has in common with this current situation is
existing, she said. Thank you. Not living, she's existing.
Is that he had no control over his life and no one was telling him what was going to happen. And it's that uncertainty, isn't it? Of, we're all about plans, human beings. Even if sometimes we're kidding ourselves that we've got control, we at least are kind of aiming in a certain direction normally. And who knows whether this lockdown's going to finish on the 2nd or not, right? Previous experience suggests it might not. And that's the thing, we're sort of freewheeling a bit, aren't we? But the way I'm keeping going is I'm trying to just put little things in the week to just punctuate it. Tomorrow I'm going to do this yoga thing because I need to look after myself. Whatever happens around, I've got no control over.
We should give him a plug.
But I'm going to
Shanti Warrior.
Yeah, but I'm going to do something that is good for me. Because I remember in previous occasions when I've been through stressful times, it's really helped. I'm not someone who can go for a run. I can't be bothered with all that stuff. I'm the sort of person who'll paint or cook or whatever, that sort of thing. I do quite like yoga. I like the kind of meditative nature of it and the fact that it's not a competitive thing. The way that Brendan, who runs Shanti Warrior Yoga, does it is that he'll show you he'll show you the basic moves. And then he sort of suggests that you close your eyes and do it. So you're not comparing yourself to anyone else and you're not looking at yourself in any mirrors or anything like that. It's just you feeling what's going on with yourself.
I don't know how to copy a tweet, so I can't. And at Shanti Warriors.
He's got a Facebook page on there as well. I'll put it in the chat now.
On Facebook.
I'll put it in the chat now.
You'll do that.
But he's great. If you fancy doing it, I think it's about £7 to do an online yoga class. He's got a couple tomorrow, and if you have a look on Twitter, he's put a whole load of timetable up. You can fit 45 minutes in.
I'm going to do some. You can also, there's also, if you can't pay for it, if you can't afford it, there's loads of lessons on YouTube and stuff like that. If you don't, the benefit of this is you've got a live person. Work those muscles. Work those muscles. He's Irish. Work those muscles.
He's from Belfast.
Work those muscles, Eiffel Tower.
He's brilliant. He's a really gentle soul, and actually he's just very kind of a soothing character. He's someone I worked with at 3 Counties, and that was his side hustle, and now it's kind of his main one. It's brilliant.
I might do one next week. All right. Well, I might not.
Don't then.
Okay. I might.
That's the point. You can do what you want. Let me get his.
John. Who's John? Read John Bowlby, says Jordan. Who's John Bowlby? Let me have a look. 'Cause I'm getting my kind of therapy books. Bowlby. Low numbers. Very low numbers tonight. Very low numbers tonight. Yeah, but Bob Mortimer mentioned this, which is very nice. You know what? I think we're kind of winding down. Let's go and do a raid. I think we're kind of winding.
Hang on, let me just put this in the chat.
Put that in the chat. Put that in the chat. Put that in the chat.
But yeah, do something just for yourself. Treat yourself, in whatever form that takes. Even if it's doing bugger all for half an hour. Just allow yourself that time. I thought that when we spoke to Jenny McAlpine, it's a great idea. From the last lot of lockdown, she said that she and her husband would factor in mental health time, and they would go off and have an hour to themselves upstairs if they wanted to.
Yeah, man.
I think that's important. I was not on my own for that whole time. It was weird.
Right, we're gonna go and do a little cheeky raid. Low numbers, that's fine. Low energy.
There's stuff going on.
There's stuff
That's
going
why.
on. There's the election going on. I mean, we're not talking about it, but we're nowhere near
You're right, Michael. It's the only way. Treat yourself once a
Nice
day.
one, Dean. Well done, Dean. I don't know if Dean is still here. Dean is in hospital watching us. Get well soon, Dean. Because the alternative is...
It's not worth thinking about, is it, really?
It's death. If you don't get well, you're going to die.
Yeah.
So I would say get well. I don't know how it works like that. Quiz night tomorrow. Thank you, Catherine. Do you want to set that up and tell people what is expected
Quiz
of them?
night, battle of wills between me and he, and you bring the competition. So we've had people doing lip reading competitions. You had to sort of name what was going on. That looked well dodgy then. There is a cat there. We've played Connect 4. That was the decider last week. And so far it's 4-3. It's getting close.
4-3. 4-3. It is 4-3. Click follow while you're here. Why not click the follow button? Why not click the follow button? Click the follow button. We got 12,000 followers now, by the way.
That's pretty sweet.
That's not bad going. And also, sometimes during the day I play video games. I was playing. I was going to play Call of Duty today, but I couldn't. So I played a terrible Need for Speed game. Then I played a bit of Uno. So set your alerts, because sometimes I play video games. Might play some VR at some point. I've got to hide the VR before the boys come. Twitch. Let's go and do a raid. Let us go and do a raid. So we're going to browse. We're going to drag that over here. Let's go to Just Chatting. Let's go to Just Chatting. Dave always says he's got no competition. Then I'll get a text at about 3 o'clock going,
I think I may have
I think I've got something that will work. Okay, so let's have a look. Recommended for you. Viewers high to low. Let's go down. Let's go down. Let's go down. 500 squats challenge.
Yes.
In very tight clothing. It's quite boobalicious tonight, isn't it?
It's that time of night.
Golly gosh. The Brent Hatley Show. Hey, well done, Roscoe B. Lost £3.5 pounds.
Late. It must be up too late, because Saturday was just going to be epic, and it was more epic than I can ever even explain.
I couldn't even have created this story better. And yes, filler
Brent
time.
is a long-time
You're right,
radio
that guy was
TV
a
personality,
pussy.
worked for Sirius, iHeart, Cox, Easy.
So yeah, I mean, we still got to bed fairly late.
Still
and
about
we,
2 a.m. Yeah.
So as soon
I like
as
the
we
look
got
of this,
in,
but I don't like booby
so
stuff.
there's-
and also I know
they
we might
took
have some
this-
young people watching. The booby stuff just makes me a little bit uncomfortable. I'm not telling women what to do. You do what you want to do, but it just makes me a little bit uncomfortable.
Is it hot? Is it bikini weather?
Like some of those streams are super long. Hi, Ken.
Oh.
Or you guys can see Kenny if you'd like.
That's excellent, Ursula the Sea Witch.
Oh.
That's my Bubby.
Now.
That's my Bubby. Hi, Bubby.
Yeah.
Hi, my Bubby. Don't lick me, though, because then you'll lick off my paint.
There's something about this.
This is my Bubby, and this is Kenneth James. Don't lick me.
With a mix of art, body painting, and sarcasm.
Bubby.
I mean,
I like her.
this is quite booby, but this is.
But it's artistically booby.
Shall we? I think we might have found it.
I know. He's like, please.
So excited.
He's the happiest boy.
Oh, I
That's
can't.
literally the nickname for him. Is no Kenneth James. No Kenneth.
The dog is called Kenneth
No.
James.
Trying to get into where the toilet is. I don't know if I put the seat up or down. Kenny? No.
I don't think she's going to do an amaranth. No. This looks great. Hey, Katie, Cake's nice to see you. I don't know if you've been in for long. I only just saw you.
I'd get angry with
This
him.
looks incredible.
He knows
That's a
whenever
great
he
outfit.
knows I'm
a
either
great body
streaming or
paint.
like on FaceTime or on a phone call. He knows he can kind of get away
We're going
with
there, I
stuff a
think.
little
This is
bit,
it.
so
We're
he's
back
like,
tonight at 9 o'clock with the quiz. Lovely to see you, Katie Cakes. Hope you're well. Be nice in the chat, as Lance says.
That would be pretty
Oh, she's-
yeah, like that'd be pretty pog.
Let's go over there. Thank you very much. Good night. God bless.